All right, we are back once again. Oh, 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 oh. Just walking. My mouse has decided to do whatever it wants. There we go. What a start. Keyboard's got a mind of its own. All right, so tonight we need to go get these chips. That's for sure. We gotta find a base location. I've not done enough exploring yet, but we definitely need to figure something out. Gotta find that next spot. Just so much stuff to look through. I still feel like I haven't even hardly explored this whole thing. Just get lost constantly. So, we head to the garden. And start collecting chips, I think, is the first operation. All right, all right, all right. What's up? How's it going, Icarus? Hope you're doing good. Don't attack that. What are you doing? Ooh. Hello, Joey. Welcome. Warm welcomes. Warm welcome. How's everybody doing tonight? Hopefully good. I'm finally back, feeling better. What happened over here? This is ridiculous. Spiders are just attacking my whole base. Great, good to hear. Good to hear. Oh man. I feel like everything's breaking over here recently. That's why we need a new base. This one's just too flimsy, I think. Get your Enshrouded build in? No, I have not. They extended it till the 18th. So now we have more time to build ridiculous things. So I've been adding one more sort of area to my build with like the last little space that I have in. And it is turning out phenomenal. What's up, Alfredo? Welcome in. I sort of have this concept of a cardio. My whole build is like purifying the shroud with water. That's kind of the concept behind it. So I have this like failed experiment area that's like dark and dank cellar, and it's got it's like a live specimen testing areas and stuff. It's quite horrible in the best way possible. So I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun. You're the only one on Twitch? Did everyone move to YouTube? There's a handful of people on YouTube. Wouldn't necessarily say that there's no one. We're just getting started, you know? We'll get there. Get away from it, spider! Cool. Yeah. There's something down here, right? Think? Possibly. Did mine quick, and next one will be something worth remembering. Nothing wrong with that. Mine has not been quick. Mine has been the complete opposite of quick. It has been hundreds of hours at this point. Like 200-300 hours probably. I mean, I literally have been building like 2 to 3 hours every night. As soon as my son goes to bed, I've been grinding, trying to get this thing going, so. It's been a project. A worthwhile project, but it's been a project. I'm going all or nothing sort of thing with mine. Welcome in, Travis. Welcome in. Hope you're doing good. It's definitely a labor of love at this point. Oh, I should have got smoothies, dang it. Might have to go get those. Can't wait when I saw your build. I'm overexcited for you. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I am, I'm gonna win. That's my goal. I'm giving it everything I got. It's one of those things for, like, a building channel to win a building competition. What better way to, like, reinforce that you're not just full of it, you know? It's the best way to be like, I'm good at this. I do know what I'm doing. Not that I question that or anything, but it's nice to add to the resume, is what I'm thinking. Though you're in it, I'm rooting for you. Thank you. I wish everyone could win. I was talking to Chisel Chip, and I was like, we need, like, 10 people. Wait, how do you get out of here? Oh, you have to go up? Crap. Any idea for the new Mega Base locations? Not yet. I am like, there's just so much to take in right now. I honestly don't know where I want to build. It's kind of, it's tough to decide. But it's also the most important thing. When you're starting a mega build, like, location is like the first thing that you should spend more time than you think on. If you start a mega build and then you end up like not loving the location, you're just kind of like have wasted your time, which is sad. And nobody wants that. And like my name in the hall one day for something, yeah, that's also getting your name in a game that you like. I absolutely love Enshrouded. So for me, like, having my name in that game would be like the same thing. If I could get my name in Grounded somehow, talk about dream come true. Silly dream, but I love it. Would be very, very cool. I'm very jealous of Chisel Chip having his name in the game, so now I want mine. And unfortunately, I picked the more competitive build competition because even more people have started building now. On my mega base location, and it's awesome. Did a perimeter wall, and the dream is coming true. 6 flame altars connected, and I will spend the next 2 years on it. Yeah, that's very similar to, I mean, I have my mega build in Enshrouded, kind of already started, so that's the one I'll be working on. What? Okay, cool Chip. Cool. That's the one I'll spend a lot of time eventually. We'll probably revisit it at some point once the Grounded update starts to wear off, but we have so much cool stuff in Grounded that once I finish this build competition entry, we're gonna be grinding Grounded once again. I think you're getting quarter triangle pieces in the game pretty much immortalized you and Grounded. That's true. That is true. I don't disagree with that. That has been one of the best possible additions to building that could have been added to the game. Sort of by I can only take partial credit because I didn't know it was going to be as good as it was. It was just one of those things where I was like, this would be a piece that would be freaking awesome. Oh, no. Chip, let me up. Need those. Where you at? Get over here.
I'd rather be on top than below this one.
But yeah, they've been like absolutely game breaking in terms of builds. So I'll take it. Hello? Can we please? There we go. I need your scales. I really want the mage armor. What's up, chap? Welcome. Hope you're doing good. Oh, jeez. Ow. No. Chip, let me up. Wait. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Chip. Get down, Chip. Chip. Okay, we did it. We're good. I need more snake scales because I really want to make this serpent armor. It is so cool. But it's going to drop on the ground before I can get these. Get out of the way. No. Oh, jeez. They are a pain. It's some work, but they also make some really cool stuff. So I'm like, it's not the end of the world that they're difficult. All right, I need to get smoothies. I didn't realize I had none. So we're gonna get some smoothies and then we can go fight because I'm gonna end up dying a bunch over there if I don't. I need to get fireflies too. I've not killed enough of those to make the serpent armor. We'll be back. Gotta work. Sounds good, man. Have a great time working. Good luck. So many things to do. So little time. There's a Night Sanctum dead east of the Revelwood Spire, right beside the Flame Altar. Took the whole island if you will surrounded by Shroud, but my 6 Flame Altars cover the whole elevated land. Nice. smoothie machine. Where did I put that? We're gonna need a lot. Make a bunch. That probably did it. 16, yeah, we're pretty good, I think. Share a few progress shots in Discord, please do.
Take her
I
back.
love seeing more build pictures and stuff. I can't wait. I have no clue, chap. We're exploring tonight. Honestly have no clue where I want to build. There's just, I haven't roamed around enough. I've been so way too into this whole Enshrouded build that I have not been playing Grounded, which has been kind of nice. I want to like finish one major build, which I only need another like 2 days or something probably to like finish the build, and then I just gotta work on editing a video, so we're close. But then I get to focus like fully mentally on another build in a different game. It's kind of always a little weird trying to build in 2 different games at the same time for me. God, we should probably go up here since we unlocked this too. Makes it easier to focus when I have one thing going on. Ends up being pretty good timing overall though, so I can't complain all that much. Staff is up here? The sour one? Oh no. The sour one is? If it is, we gotta get that. Hey, a thief, welcome in. Hope you're doing good. Luckily, I have my mantis armor on. What? Thought it was on the bench? I have no clue. I am not sure where it is. I need to find it though, because I want it. That is on the list of items I really want. What do I do with all that garbage? I didn't look very hard there, I'll say that. What is this?
I'll make them like I used to.
Did my gas mask break? It did.
Zip bugging, feeling it.
Yeah, I am really enjoying the verticality in the new update. It is really cool. I'm about to die.
Hang on, buggy boy.
Something that the first game really lacked. There was very, very little verticality.
Man.
Whereas,
almost
like,
forgot
this
my
is
buggy.
a different level. Feels very, very different in a great way. They wouldn't put the snake roller coaster next to my base.
Too hot for this place.
Can I have my staff, please? Please? Staff? I'm struggle busing tonight. Holy cow.
Just looking.
Did that dude fall all the way down? Sucks for you. Oh, my buggy's gonna die. I didn't even notice. In the cave under the trash can you're on? Ah, that's what I knew. I was like, it's somewhere around here, I thought. I thought so. I thought I saw something, but I was like, I couldn't remember where it was.
My
All
science.
right, let's go get our buggy, and then we'll go underneath. Or, okay, we didn't fall. Almost did. Oh, I missed him. Oh, crap. Well, that's unfortunate. Guess we're using an ant for the night.
Ugh, buggy's out
And
good.
I could have jumped all the way
It's
down.
gonna take a while to heal up.
Guess getting the transmitter's not bad. hear science. I don't see science. Oh, there it is.
Science!
Get me out of there. Be cool if you could open that. The snake. Ooh, I need to get some dandelion tufts as well. You just gotta build a Gothic style kingdom inside of the snake circumference. That'd be pretty crazy. He showed me his new build. It's not like huge or anything yet, but the location is very interesting. It's a unique one, I think. Raw science. I did do a little bit of farming as well off stream, just trying to like get a little bit more used to where the heck everything is in the new update. Not that I know what I'm doing at all, but did a little bit of pumpkin farming, did a little bit of mushroom farming, did a little bit of burr farming. So once we find this base location, we're definitely going to be able to start building, but I have no clue where to build yet. It's like paralysis, just so many options. I'm like paralyzed even thinking about where I want to start. Which isn't like a bad thing, but it is a daunting task with how much stuff's in the update. My biggest issue is farming orc receivers now. I have a bunch of those, I feel like. What do you need the orc receivers for? I don't even actually know. Where's the cave? I saw a video on where this staff was, but now I don't remember. There? Here? Is it this? Oops, didn't want to use that. What's up, Sarcastic? How's it going? Ooh. Well, good news, actually.
Woo! Let's go. It looks good on.
I gotta remember that you can call your different bugs. I keep the feeling like you have to go back to your base for some reason. Oh, wasting stuff. What am I doing? Wish I had a good location recommendation, but I literally booked it into the greenhouse and just started building. Yeah, it's looking cool though. It's definitely looking cool. It's fun. I enjoy the like exploration. Okay.
Take your best shot.
I enjoy finding it and discovering it, like finding that perfect spot. Nothing wrong with that. Ow. Oh, I didn't realize they exploded. Hate to leave you. Have a great night. I'm going to play the other game for a few hours. No worries. No worries. Enjoy. I love the other game, so I get it. Alright, the wizard build is starting. It's happening. Forgot I was streaming? Ducky, I'm disappointed in you. You even asked? No, you didn't ask today, did you? Oops, I didn't want those. Don't die, knife. Just gotta make a scarecrow base. That would be kind of crazy. Be a pretty cool spot to do it. It's just like one of those, like, you have to have enough space to build too, is my struggle. Like, I'm gonna build big, not just a base. Like, I want to start something quite large. So for me, it's more about finding that like perfect place that I see like a city-sized build happening. Because we need something to get us to the next update, essentially. A knife with the resub. Thank you. 18 months, man. Holy cow. That's crazy. Bald? I guess technically. Technically it is. I am. So yeah, Sandbox 2.0 is exactly what I want. I want something we can build a ton of cool things in. It's hard to pick a location for something like that. You really have to have like a vision for the whole thing. It can't just be something you just do. You gotta kind of put the effort in. No. Why are you not running? I'm squished. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
I need these. Pounding a snake in the head and he doesn't even care. Give me your soul. Alright, we got all of them. Gotta let them respawn. Now we can go over here. Hey, knife with the gifted sub, Ducky. Ducky with the free sub. Say thank you. You're good to say, yeah, never mind. Welcome in, idea. Hope you're doing good. One thing, like mega building wise, that I'm very excited about for this update is they have done such a good job with resources in this update. You can't tell me there's not enough mushrooms. I found a location the other day that has like 300 burr. The lint, although annoying to collect, you can get a ton of it from one teddy bear. So it's like everything is like, there's just larger collections of a lot of materials right now. So I'm like, compared to the previous updates where I was like, there's just nothing. Where are you gonna get all this stuff? I don't feel that way anymore. So it's like, that's another great part of the update. Is he still dead?
Take your best shot, bud.
My spider. Oh, good timing. I need some dandelions too, now that I'm thinking about it. Don't see any. I'll have to get some on the other side.
See you, little fella.
Chip. Where are you? Hello?
Come on over here.
That place. Oh, there he is. Go. You spotted your place for a new base at Thief? Is that what I'm saying? Yeah, Ducky will give his soul up. He doesn't care, Knife. He'll take it. Yeah, don't forget to sub if you have a Prime and you're on Twitch. Uh-oh, that was close. And yeah, of course. What a noob. Hey, Jay, welcome in. Doing good.
Yeah, boy. Slammed it.
I need to find a more efficient way to get over here. I don't actually know the best way currently. I really hope they get the ranger stations all set up and ready so you can just teleport to each of them. We don't even need that many mushrooms. Yeah, true. I have a lot already, but I mean, when you're mega building, you do kind of need a lot. Depends on how big you're building. For the, my old sandbox city, that was a lot of mushrooms. An insane amount of mushrooms. A lot of charcoal too. That was probably more so. I'm gonna have to keep stock. I need to go start farming charcoal more often too. Gotta stockpile that for whenever we get ash. Okay, the first chip is over here. So let's go get that. Did you see the bug I'm having? Yeah, something with like your button presses or whatever. I kind of saw. I didn't quite know what was happening with it though. It's in heat. Don't really even need them. Use the anthill. Yeah, I just get lost in the anthill. Every time I go in an anthill, I get lost for 20 minutes. It's probably the easier route, I would assume, but I just get lost. I keep seeing that thing as well. I don't know how you get up there, but it looks like a cool spot. We're gonna have to slow down and take a look at things, not just run around like psychopaths. Will we be streaming long? We just started, so yeah, couple hours. We'll be around. Here's your chrysalis, Ducky. Uh-oh, okay, we made it. Looks like son of a gun. It's so weird jumping on the spider for some reason. Dang it. Fastest route through the hedge is direct, takes 2 minutes. Yeah. Probably work. I just want to teleport more than anything. That's what I really want. Would you run, spider? Gosh dang it. How do you get up here? I just want to see what the top of this looks like. Made it on time? Let's go. Well, welcome. You're having a good night. Finally back and grounded. What a spot for an earwig to be. Yuck. Oh, we missed it. I feel like a noob again. Crazy. Complete noob. Dang it. How the heck do you get up here? Like, no obvious way. Just getting stuck on everything.
Take your best shot, bud.
Almost jump backwards, of course. That ain't it.
Hey, we'll drive. Let's go!
Fortorn Anthill is pretty easy. Just follow the slime mold. I gave up on parkouring. Yeah. It's, Obsidian does too good of a job with parkour sometimes. Just a little too good. Heck do you get on top of that leaf? Do I need to go over here? Oh, goodness. Yeah, what? How do you get up here? The top of this thing just looks so cool. I want to see it. Holy cow. Can't jump to save my life right now. Enough hops for this. Watch out, I will catch up to you someday. Maybe. Maybe. Alright, I give up. It's a lost cause. I suck. Sometimes you just have to admit defeat. No gap above the one you went into. That's how you get up? Well, of course there is. You gave up too fast. It's all good. That's not the goal right now anyways. Right? The photo mode jump, that would do it too. I'm so angry. It also doesn't help that I feel like the spider should jump longer than it does, and it never does. It's always shorter than I think. Okay. Chocolate smoochies? Oh yeah, I need to get those. I gotta start farming the, all the food, too. Luckily, there's so much food in the new update that you don't even have to worry about it. That's an interesting one, too, Ducky. Bugs galore. Oh, jeez. Fall in a hole right away. Don't need that.
Just looking. You can run, but you can't hide.
The orgs. Isn't this where? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ew.
Did this place get hotter, or did I just enter the
Sizzle.
room?
Whoa. Where the heck am I? What about my sizzle armor? Oh, I guess I could have gotten that. Oh. Now we can't get up, can we? I guess I should have gotten that, the mint thing. Derp. Good to know. Too late now. Oh, we gotta get out of this. Sent a pic of the top location in your Discord. Thank you, thank you. I mean, it's like, it's not a big enough spot to mega build, but it does look like a really cool spot, you know? What's up, Grim? How you doing? Where are we? Candy factory, apparently. I have no clue what I'm doing. Trying to find the next disc. So we're exploring. Can you build in here? Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, it is here. Ta-da. Okay, so we'll be able to get a ladybug buggy. There's always a way. Where there's a will, there's a way, you know? That is true. Ooh. There we go. Get our ladybug buggy finally. Should probably grab some food. Actually, I don't even need food. I forgot. Yeah, whatever. I don't need food. I have the Billy Hog trinket. Surface is invalid, but if you use foundations first, true. Make it pretty cool. I guess we want to go explore more up here first. Definitely things we missed, but without sizzle armor, I don't know if we're going to be able to survive very long. See nothing of interest. I'm doing good, Graham. I'm doing good. Happy to be not sick anymore. Recovered, yeah. Good to go. Back from the dead. We're alive again. I hate being sick. I say I love having a kid. It's been a lot of fun, but there is nothing worse than how kids are sick 24/7. It's never ending. That kid is constantly sick. Oh, I missed it. Especially when I want to, like, stream and... Oh my gosh. The struggle, dude. Alright, run out. Get it sizzle down.
Yeah.
Ah. Mom. It hurts.
Too hot. I'm a human barbecue.
Happy to be healthy again, though. Alright, maybe we could be faster this time. Maybe. Sprint up the ladder. Don't screw up the jumps this time. Oh, you gotta turn on water first. Crap. Ruh-roh. We'll die. Help. I'm burning. If only I would have got that, Mentito thing or whatever. I got potatoes, I don't need that. Maybe this time.
Oh, even I can't take this heat.
Okay, what else we gotta do? What else we gotta do? What am I missing? What am I missing? Something I'm not seeing. Where's that at? I just have to do it. Know that you can get pang, sizzling, and freshing all at the same time. Sounds horrible. Not a conspiracy guy, but I've heard mustaches act as a natural filter for your nose and prevent sickness. Well, to contradict your theory, I get sick with and without it. So, I've been screwed either way. It's made no difference. Dude, oh, no. Water pressure, what am I missing here? Do you like this one? Oh, there's a way to go. Oh, I said... Oh my goodness. Stop pressing the same button! Ah! Struggle is real. Yeah, I found the vent. I can't... I'm pressing the crouch button in Enshrouded. I've been playing so much Enshrouded that I keep pressing all the buttons for Enshrouded, not for Grounded. It's totally messing with my brain right now. I will say, though, Imposta, that...
Just looking, I promise.
I can confirm, in terms of conspiracies, that without a mustache, I do look like a child. Oh, that's not it. What the heck? Is it a different vent? Convinced that was the one, dang it. This would be much easier with sizzling armor. Not prepared. Or do you... No, it doesn't have anything to do with the sprinkler system, right? That's a totally different thing, right? Oh, you do have to do the garden hose first. Dang it. Well, how the heck do you get out of here? Can't get back up this way, can you? Ah, okay, that makes more sense. I was like trying not to do the garden hose till I had to, but it makes sense. Really, we got what we came for, so could be worse. Okay, how the heck do I get out of here then? This way? Yeah. Get me out of here then. Yeah. Have I ever tried a beard? I physically can't grow a beard. It is not good. It would take me like years. It would be years. A child being able to survive in the being shrunk in a yard. That is true. You're not wrong. That is facts. Love your streams? Thank you. I appreciate that. Glad you enjoyed them. I enjoy doing them. So glad people actually like them.
Come on, keep going.
Run, spider, run.
Bug is
I'm
sick.
just excited to get to building, but we really got to finish a couple of these little story things before we get too far into it. Gotta find the right spot. Let me through. Who needs that? I'm a spoder. Oh. That didn't work. Started my beard with my kid and kept it for 6 years. Dang. I had the mustache for about 5. 4 to 5.
A little tight around the middle.
Don't kill him. Dang, foot long. That's crazy. My issue is it's like I grow here and here and here, but nothing connects as of yet. So I would look just ridiculous for the first too long of a period is my concern. Just like an absolute goofball for a while. Okay, I don't
This
know.
bug ain't feeling it, please.
I hate that the spider hurts everything. I need that.
No more room unless I store things in its mouth.
No.
Too gross.
Never mind. I forgot. You need the ant for that. We'll do that later. Look like a kid with face hair. Let me through. Leave me alone. With no facial hair, yeah. It's weird. I feel so weird without it. It's been a long time. But it works out. I have an interview Friday where I would have to shave it anyway, so the timing worked out really well that I shaved it when I did. So it's not... Could have been worse. It was the right time. Should have made those new sap bandages. I forgot about those.
He's getting roughed up.
That was my favorite thing about
Help me grab
having
this
a
potato,
mustache
Victor.
is I didn't get carded for like years. Whereas there was this time I went into a bar for lunch. Like I wasn't even gonna order a beer or anything. It was like during work. And I was like, it was so embarrassing because I'm around a bunch of people. Like we're all like 30. And the waitress is like, you're good, you're good, you're good. I'm gonna need to see your ID. And I'm like, well, I've never felt so called out in my entire life. Like, I was like, that, I need facial hair. This is ridiculous. I can't do this. She called me out hard. It was embarrassing.
Give me that pink goop.
I was like, I'm definitely not the most child-looking person here, but I got called out hard. And I feel that way again now that I don't have the mustache. Yeah. Oh, we did it.
Take your best
How did I
shot,
not get
bud.
this milk mauler? What? Is that a firefly? We need that. You are mine.
Crap, Buggy's getting roughed up.
Oh, my buggy's gonna die. Crap.
Hang on, Buggy boy.
It's toast. Forgot how frustrating these things are to fight. Oh, I hate these things.
Did this place get hotter, or did I just enter the room?
Okay. Damn. Imagine people 60 years ago looked way older than we do now. I know. I feel like everyone looks much younger than they used to. I feel like I'm just now looking like the kids in high school when I was in, like, a senior in high school looked like I do now. And I'm like, I always felt like I looked so young.
Oh, we good. Yeah. We good.
Could be worse, I guess. What the? Oh, you gotta be kidding me. You're gonna crash right then? Oh my gosh. Okay. Where did we lose? Gosh dang it. Where am I gonna spawn back into? Crazy. I haven't had like any crashes for so long. Everyone else was having crashes and I never had any, so I'm finally getting my comeuppance. They're getting their payback on me for never having to deal with it while everyone else was struggling for their lives. Oh, we're good. That's safe. I think. Assuming that image is correct, we're good. I just have to refight the fireflies, maybe? Oh no, we're good. No. Oh, what? Oh.
Sorry I got you into this mess.
Yeah, let's get that stuff. Get the good things. If I shave, I look 12. If I don't, I look homeless. I mean, I trimmed my mustache like every day practically, so had to keep it nice and tidy, or else I looked. It wasn't great. You keep that for safekeep. Okay. Chip. We're good. What's up, Cam? How's it going? I'm loving the winter update. I haven't really played a whole lot of it, I'll be honest, so I still have a very small amount of experience with it, but I am really enjoying it so far. I think it's a very fun update, and I haven't even started building, which is what I'm most excited about the whole thing. Did you children? Oh. So far, it's been very, very fun. I'm loving just everything looks so cool. The spaces are amazing. The verticality is such a a refreshing new just makes the whole thing feel so different. It's scorpion boss on top. It gives something special to grow. Ooh. You waited until I jumped all the way down here? Now we have to go back up. Haven't played yet to Addicted to Vayne. Hey, nothing wrong with that. The longer you can kind of keep yourself from playing, the better it is, I think. Like, I've really enjoyed that I have Enshrouded to kind of fill the gaps for me as well, because both games being in early access, it's you can't play them forever. They're not the type of game that you can really do that. You kind of gotta take breaks, take your time, not rush through them, enjoy the process.
A little tight around the muscles.
If you try to play them for just hundreds of hours, it's not quite at that point.
Just listen, I promise.
Still getting used to the new keyboard. I do. I have all the upgraded stuff. Under? Okay. Oops. Might as well shut this chick down.
I'm getting into a groove.
Yeah, this is where you're building, right? What? It's like, I don't want to fight
you. Like he's getting roughed up.
Flush block, I'm gonna die there. That was close. Isn't this where you're building? Yeah. Yeah. This is definitely a cool spot. I just don't know with the the angles and stuff what I would do quite yet, at least. Well, I know where I need to go now. Was it in there? Is that where it was? For the thing you're talking about? Scorpion boss? Because then if it's there, I already did it. I don't know where else it would be, though. I don't know. Left? Alright, well, I see this, so I gotta do it. We need a bird's eye view. Oh, this feels so sketchy. It feels horrible to walk on. People have been saying build on the Scarecrow. I just don't know what to do. Wouldn't know what to do quite yet.
Yeah.
No, not yet.
Yeah.
The god of the build. That would be pretty cool. This is a pretty cool spot. I don't know. Not sure if it's big enough for city level build though. Yet is my concern. I kind of the way I like to look at mega builds is I kind of have to have that vision where I see a space and I'm like, this is the spot. This is the build.
Just looking. You can run, but you can't hide.
It's it's like on the sandbox where it was, I had so much space. That's kind of the current struggle is there's not as much open spaces. So it's how do I build and incorporate into something? Is also kind of what I gotta figure out. Shelf type areas, that could be interesting. I'm kind of thinking of like a massive tower of some type. What the heck? That was not there a second ago, was it? Am I crazy? That dude just like showed up. Yeah, I kind of have like a skyscraper thing because I wanted to build a really tall, massive tower thing. And that was what the previous location was going to kind of end up, but it was not enough space to quite do what I wanted to do.
A-wheel drive.
It's close.
Let's go.
Let's bring a pumpkin piece as an offering. Yeah, if they're in there, though, I don't want to fight them in there all the time. Those guys were horrible. Did the orgs respawn at all, though? I'm assuming not.
Take your best shot.
Get out of here. There he is. Oh, Chip, you weren't supposed to aggro the stupid fireflies till I finish these guys.
Yep, feeling
Now you're
out
gonna
on me yet.
die, yeah. I'm gonna have to get pounded by these things for 5 minutes trying to kill them. Stopping to see... Sorry, I'll read that message in a second. I'm gonna kill these things so I don't get knocked off the edge. Now there's 5 of them. Okay.
Buzz and wrap things up here.
I can read your message now. 1 second.
You good?
Come by, see if you can help me with an issue. There's 2 things of candy corn inside the mesh of the ice cream cart. I've tried blowing them up, breaking them, and trying to despawn them. Don't you just need a hammer to destroy those? If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Candy corn should just be a hammer thing, so as long as you have the right upgrade for the hammer, unless they're just not destroyable. But I'm pretty sure all the candy corn is, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Like he's getting roughed up.
CMB, maybe if you explain more, maybe I'm missing something of why that's not working. Tree besides the ice cream cart. I've debated on making one there myself. Yeah, I don't really like the trees. One, as most people have struggled with, they've, I don't like building around the trees. It makes it really hard. Not quite my style of build. But I've seen some really cool ones there, so it's definitely could be done. Just maybe not my thing. If there wasn't 1,000 enemies, this would be a decently interesting spot. But with the vines on it, it makes it kind of weird. It's kind of a horrible time to have the crazy jump because I'm going to fall to my death. Can't even get close enough to break them. What do you want them for, I guess, is my other question. Are they, like, blocking a space? I can't remember if there's anything that does that. It, like, blocks that area off or something. It's been such a long time since I've been in that area. Been a minute. Dude, these guys have not been faring well. Where did the mustache go? I shaved it. Oh,
Just looking.
I can't think of where you need to break those necessarily, but maybe I have to see it. It really has been like a while. Ow. I'm not used to these attack patterns quite yet. Alright, I'm out. Have a wonderful rest of the stream. Sounds good, man. Good to see you. Thanks for the resub. Not get that timing right. Any spots? I have a base at the ranger station nearby there. It's a really good spot. Yeah, the ranger stations are also pretty good spots as well. What's your idea, Ducky? And any spots for the build in mind? I haven't started building in the new area yet. I'm thinking the most adventurous spot would be towards the next update. I'm definitely going to be building in the new area of some kind. I don't know yet. I honestly have no clue. We are exploring tonight to kind of figure it out. Be gone, so new stuff spawns. I think they replace chocolate pieces. I mean, honestly, there's so many other places to get food. You might as well just go farm the other stuff if you can't figure those ones out. If they're not like stopping you from doing something, I would just move on from them. Because there's so much food in the new update. Like, just go farm that stuff, and you'll get so many smoochies it won't even matter. No point to get like stuck on them if they're not working or something's off with them. In mi opinion. Because the chocolate pieces will spawn with literally any food spawn. So you just break any of the food and you're good to go. Once or monthly or every 2 months, you have a competitive tour day, like 4 to 6 people sign up at the start of the month and have to build something with a theme. I definitely want to do some build competitions. I know we will be doing some build competition type stuff with the community server. If you guys haven't joined the Grounded community server, I would highly suggest joining the Grounded community server as well, that kind of C-Dinky and Apex put together. Because we'll definitely be doing some stuff from there. But, I mean, if we grow the community enough, we could definitely start doing some of our own build competitions. It's just hard to, with our community size. We're not small necessarily, but having enough. But maybe if we get there, I don't know. It's definitely an interesting idea. I was not expecting this to be a base. Very cool. We're doing both. Erdrick. Hopefully I said that correctly. We're doing a little bit of both. We're completing some of the quests. We're getting some of the chips that I have not gotten because I need to unlock a couple of the other things from getting the chips. Some of the stuff we need to progress the story a little bit as well. And in the meantime, we are also looking for a base location that I want to build at. So who knows? Kind of exploring. We're doing a little bit of everything. Got to get all the new build material stuff that I haven't quite farmed all that much of yet. Murder. This is what I want from Grounded. So this is one thing that I love about Enshrouded is you can place things like this in Enshrouded. You could build much of this. I would love to be able to place more items in Grounded. More decor, more stuff, more things, more everything. You can make your bases look insane. And I'm sure I'm doing some of this stuff kind of out of order, but we're just exploring and having fun with it, you know? Your people's not with 10k people from 4 to 6 channels. Yeah, the thing is not many other channels build. There's not many builders in other channels, so it's kind of like having enough people is kind of always the difficult part to do competitions. Oh, jeez. I do want pumpkin pieces. Don't mind if I do. Both on the same part? Nice. I'm kind of all over the place. Building a castle? Nice. I'd love to see it. If you're not, seems I see some new faces in here, so if you're not part of our Discord, make sure to join that. You can check out all the cool builds that people post in there. You can post pictures of your builds as well. Mount just prep work. Sounds good. Sounds good. Probably what I'll do. Thanks for helping me come to that conclusion. It's nice that all the smoochies respawn. Yeah, as long as you're farming any and every piece of food that you find, you will get so many smoochies with the new update, and you won't even have to worry about it. Now, in the last Grounded, it was a very different situation. You had to farm everything in the yard to have a good chance at it. So it's a little bit different. I find that with the new update, you don't have to worry about resources as much. It's a little bit more traveling overall, but there's so many resources. You may have to work for them a little bit, but it just never feels like you're gonna run out anymore. Some of these pumpkins would be kind of interesting too. Man, what a project. And that's the goal though, right? Can't complain about it, that's what we want. What are smoochies used for? You get chocolate. One, you can make the like arrows and stuff, so you can essentially like mind control the bugs, which is kind of a cool little thing, but in the grand scheme of things, not anything all that great. Mostly the fact that the smoochies give the chocolate chunks, and so you can make the stronger healing potion or smoothies. I think is kind of the main perk of it. Because normally it's not. You have to go into the ice area. You have to bring ice-resistant armor, and it's a whole process. But without those, with the smoochies, you just get a crap ton of them. Definitely simplifies the whole smoothie making process. You make really efficient ones. Zorks in the basket? Let's go. Bring it. I know nothing right now. I have not watched hardly any spoilers. Can't say I've none, but I've definitely I've tried to avoid as much as possible of everything in the new update. I did not want to come into it knowing everything. I have too much fun exploring this just naturally. I'm in it for the surprises. I'm gonna shout out the stool next to the greenhouse as a location again. It has a ton of potential for a massive tower, especially incorporating the frame into the design. Ooh, let's see it. Probably see it pretty well from here. Up here? Yeah. The stool. Next to the greenhouse. Get me out of here. Where's my spider? Ouch. What the heck is he doing? There he is.
Woo! My heart is something.
They give a trinket too. It's called the Valentine's Fortune, which is meh. not a very good trinket, but it's fine.
A little tired of running the motion. Just look, you can run, but you can't run.
Get out of the way. Stupid enough to go up there? Maybe. Kind of a cool spot. Oh. Wrong place. Oh, the hose? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, the hose. I did see the hose a second ago. I was gonna go that way, and then I got distracted by the wasp's nests. For some convoluted, stupid reason. No one ever wants this, but I'm doing it. Concave part and click F or X to swap variant. There's a bug. Concave part? What do you mean? Like one of these? It doesn't work when I'm constantly getting attacked.
Just look, I promise.
If I stop getting attacked, maybe I could. Sweet alive to keep me company while I fight Axel 9 times. I know the feeling. That's exactly what I do when I'm farming and coming up with build ideas and stuff. Use probably 600 to 800 lint already. Holy cow. Gotta love those burr floors. Why am I doing this? Oh god. Apparently I'm not doing this. Decision made for me. Run! Run! Get me out of here.
Come on, keep going.
Yeah, I gotta get, you can't build while you're fighting, so I can't get away from this stuff. I gotta get away from this stuff. Keep getting me. Ducky, I know you don't know what it is, but ADHD is one hell of a drug.
Bug assist. My
brain does not remember things. It is on a mission of its own all the time. What's the bug? Oh, weird. You don't want a quarter floor? Seems like a great opportunity. Building the castle piece by piece and hoping I like it at the end of entire sections will have to be redone. Oh, I gotta redo stuff all the time, man. I know the feeling. That's part of building, honestly. Nothing's ever perfect the first time. I change ideas around. I do a lot of things like that where I just change all sorts of things, come up with new ideas in the middle of stuff. You never know. You never know what you're gonna end up doing. I've redone massive portions of my builds. Honestly, if you go back and look at like my Grounded 1 stuff, a lot of it changes all the time. Constantly changing, constantly evolving. I build something, then I don't like tearing things down completely, but I often find that I start projects and then make adjustments based on the things that I start with. And one idea starts another idea, creates another idea. So nothing wrong with like redesigns. I just always try to have the mindset like there's something positive in every build at least. It doesn't necessarily mean that like every build is perfect the first time and you should never restart, but I often find that I will switch up ideas in the middle of builds, and one new building mechanic I find inspires another new thing, and so on and so forth. I'm trying to see the chair you were talking about. We did it. What's your favorite bug? That's hard. It kind of depends. Like favorite bugs to fight, maybe different. I still have to like figure everything out. I'm really liking the crickets right now, though. I think those are really cool. They look really cool. The trinket they drop is pretty cool. They're an interesting fight. The earwigs are also a pretty good, fun, challenging fight kind of addition to the game that I'm enjoying. Even though they are not the easiest things to fight, they are a very cool addition. Something about the grasshopper is pretty freaking cool, though. Visually, a cool bug. The size is also pretty cool. Along the side of the white transparent building. So probably on that side.
Just looking, I promise.
Is it doing pre-dead? Welcome. Crickets are so cool. I love the sounds. Yeah, there's something really cool about them. And I like that they're passive. They're not just trying to kill you all the time. I always enjoy that as like a mechanic. It's not just
rather be on
death
top than below this
the
one.
second you look at them.
Science.
I know it's
that
not
big
wasps. I can tell you that much. I'd love to build something really tall, like really high up, but I don't know if these are quite the spots. Not big enough. Gotta have more potential. When you first encountered a cricket, it jumped in front of you and scared the heck out of me. They're horrifying at the same time. I love that they try to leave too. They're not just... They don't want to fight you. Is this thing like burning? What is happening to this thing? Good bird's eye
Just
view.
looking, I promise.
There was more open space in here. This would be a really cool place to build. But the pumpkins just take up so much room. Building around them is going to be such a headache. It's like, I always like to look for something that has a nice balance between things in the game, like in the environment, that are also... that I can interact with and build interesting things with, because I don't love just a big flat area. Like, flat isn't necessarily the goal. Interesting terrain and things is definitely a part of what I'm always looking for. But it's always kind of a struggle of how much struggle do you want with certain things. Oh no. Okay, well, we're not getting that milk molar.
Woo! My heart is.
It's one of the harder things is I typically try to find like a in-game asset to build around too, and currently it's like there's a lot of natural environments, so it's a little bit more difficult to kind of come up with what I want to build. Normally it's I see it and I immediately picture the thing that I'm going to build. It's kind of a weird process about the way my brain works because I have so much time building and so much experience with like architecture and stuff. I heard the crow. Did I not? Maybe not. The chair. I saw your picture. I have Discord open for the chair that you're talking about. Could be interesting. I gotta go look at it though first. So many options. Almost too many places to decide from right now. Nothing's just stood out yet, though, I think is the major thing. Like, the sandbox was something I looked at from the very beginning of Grounded and was like, this is somewhere I want to build. I want to build a massive city in this thing. And there's not quite as many assets like that in this game currently. The lamppost things were one. You know? The size of that is pretty epic, though,
Take your
Alfredo.
best shot.
Don't kill them. I want to punch him. Oh, we gotta save this guy. Get all these passive mutations done too. I always forget about the like punching and stuff. Yeah, chip. All right, Alfredo, I am gonna mark that down as an idea because I do really like the idea of a massive tower, and that could be something interesting. I don't necessarily know how I'd incorporate things around it necessarily yet, but that could be interesting. And it's got a flat spot, so it's easy to access. It's not a crap ton of bugs, which is good. That's on the list. This is definitely on the list. I have this picture in my head of, let's see. What's my thing? I have this picture in my head of just some massive tower with like pumpkin and like crazy, crazy tower design. Because the new pumpkin material looks so freaking cool, and like these towers are freaking awesome. Having this kind of like white city, massive creepy tower sort of thing. I don't know. It's kind of like what's rolling in my head for an idea, but the location is really important. Whereas that's about the first thing I've seen where I think I could build a massive tower like around a pre-built asset of some kind. Oh. Come in. What? Save? Save what? Build who? What are you talking about? Yeah, the garden is really cluttered. It's kind of like, I think it's going to make it more interesting once I get started, but it is one of the things getting started is a little bit more difficult. There's just so much happening. I feel like that tower should be stone if you build it. If there was a better stone material, the pebbles are not great. Not my favorite. Pieces of it. I like as it like an accent piece, but not necessarily the whole thing. It's too brown. I have seen the pumpkin mixed with the stuff though. That's pretty good. Holy cow. A city on the wood planks underneath might work. Yeah, that would work really well. That's kind of what I'm thinking is it can't be just a tower. Like the tower is my base, but then the rest of it has to be where we can expand. And that's sort of the first place I felt like I can expand. A scarecrow shine, right? Be very interesting. Oh, sorry, Cam. You're building a castle on top of the wood pallet at the hot dog stand. That's a good spot. I haven't really explored. I haven't explored the wood area at all either. What do you... My mushroom door won't face a certain way. Interesting. What were you saying about save, Ducky? What do you mean I killed him? Confused. There's a wolfie that spawns up there. Nothing you're not used to. Yeah, we can make that work. That's fine. I can trap one of them pretty easily. Steel from the frame mixed with the bricks on the lower would be cool. Yeah, that's always what I'm looking for. Is it's like, it reminds me of the pagoda where you can build with this thing that isn't necessarily in the game. As like an extra material that I always really enjoy kind of messing with and trying to find ways to incorporate into my build in kind of unique, interesting ways. Where am I going? Oh, of course. Well, we ain't building here, I know that much. Frickin' wasps.
A little tired of running.
Mate, you said, let's go save him? Oh. I thought you were saying save. No, I was being sarcastic. I was meaning, like, let's end his pain of living in the, stuck in the mint thing. It was irony. I don't know. The garden, I guess, in some ways does feel like the upper yard, I guess, because there's just so much verticality that the game didn't have before, which is kind of cool, but... It's definitely up. I want one of those.
Yeah.
No. You fight that. I'm gonna get this. I mean, ending his pain and suffering. He was gonna starve to death, Ducky. I'm just saving his life. There's no new stone. There's mushroom brick and pumpkin brick. So they are, in a way, stone sort of like bricks, I guess. If you would think of them that way, maybe. That's kind of what you're thinking. That's it. Ew. It looks so creepy the way they stand on these things. Ugh. Spiders, man. Could it be daytime, please? I could see what I'm doing. Yeah, pumpkin stone. Yeah. That's exactly what I'm thinking. Using mushroom and pumpkin is like some kind of combination. And then the snake roof looks insane. Alfredo was sharing some stuff that he was building. And there was a really nice mixture of like pumpkin and mushroom. And they knew the snake roof material and pinecone roofs, which all looked really, really good together. I think that's what I'm really excited about, is the new update really feels like everything's meshing better than it did in the first game. I feel like there's some really interesting combinations you can make with everything, whereas in the first game it was kind of like you built with mushroom and ash cement were a good combo, and then grass and weed stem were a decent combo, but outside of that, none of it really looked that great together. They always just kind of felt off. Wasn't my favorite. I don't know. Universe is finite. Its resources. Its resources finite, right? I guess so. I want unlimited resources. We're gonna start strip mining this whole frickin' park. I'm gonna take it for everything it's worth. Over this? Let me up. There we go.
A little tight around the muscles.
Oh, jeez. Oh, God. Oh, jeez. Muscular, love your career, man, and building and grounded must be so fun. I'm in school to be an electrician, but naturally love creating ideas as a kid and want to be an architect. I don't actually work as an architect anymore. I did for many years.
My heart is pumping.
It was... I can't complain necessarily about any of it, but doing design and creative work as a full-time career was one of those things where it kind of started ruining it for me a little bit. And as fun as, like, architecture is very fun. There's nothing, I'm not, like, talking bad about it, but the creative side of it has honestly become sort of ruined in many ways, because the clientele in the US that is like making buildings is just, it's all cost. And so like great design is something you have to find with the right firm, of course, which helps a lot, but it's just a repetition of the exact same projects over and over again. Same exact thing, never ending. You never really get to do the incredible projects that you got to do in school and stuff. So I ended up leaving architecture. I'm still in the architectural industry, but I stopped working at an architecture firm when I realized like a lot of the grind is not the fun design part, which I kind of knew in many ways, but working full-time, doing it, made me rethink some priorities in life, I think. Ooh, a smoochie.
Yeah.
Which is why I think what I found, I refound my love of design and creativity with, oh, you son of a gun. I found my like love again doing things like what I'm doing with YouTube and like building and everything in games is where I was like, I've started really enjoying design and creativity again.
A-wheel drive.
Because it's something I get to do how I want to do it, when I want to do it. Yeah, that was rough, David. Just lose everything. Rough times. Have a respawn bed in the garden to farm lint. Hey, that works. That works. Keep learning that trade. Kids aren't doing trades anymore. In 5 to 10 years, you'll have more jobs than you can do. Very true. Very true. As long as you're happy with what you're doing, you know? Oh, that's
A little tight around the muscle.
What are you? You're like running for your life. Get over here. Welcome in, big monkey. Well, so far, this is higher up on the list of something I think I can do with. Is there going to be a summer update after the spring update? Wasn't there a scorpion thing we were supposed to be doing 3 hours ago when someone told me about it? I don't know if I did that. No, I did that. There,
Just
right?
looking.
That's
I
what we were
promise.
talking about. I did this already. Yeah, there is a spring update and then the winter sorry, the winter update is what we just got. Then we have a spring update and then a summer update. You love and hate the new materials. It makes you want to redo everything. Yeah, it's like a fun time, you know? Take it in stride. That's why I'm moving my base and starting anew. Yeah, we're very early in early access. Big Monk. Very early. No, I do not do content creation full-time. It is very part-time for me. Very, very part-time. We get playgrounds here in this month, too. That is true. That is true, Nomad. Okay, so we gotta do the pressure. We missed one chip, didn't we? Yeah, we gotta go get this chip. Dang it. That was the first goal. Get the chips. Stay focused. Stay focused. I need the chips because, like, the last chip we just got gave us pine cone roofs and stuff. Dude, there are so many wolf spiders in this update. Holy cow. Not that they're hard to kill, but ugh. What do you think of the ladybug buggy? I just got the thing to unlock it, so we can actually go build it.
Just looking. I promise.
Oh, I need it. Why? Why is the crow always so difficult? I still haven't been able to peep the crow. I can never get close enough when it lands. It's depressing. Just let me get it. I feel like that is plenty close, is it not? Ah! Where's that secret base Ludorav was talking about? Ah, you son of a gun. Hate that. I can't tell. I can't spoil it. It's a cool spot, though. I will say that. It's definitely an interesting one. Kind of different from Ludorav's normal stuff, so I'm interested to see what he ends up doing with it. The park bench just about sunrise. Wait, crow is there at sunrise. Oh, that's a good one to know. I'm never gonna find all the milk molars. They're everywhere. They've done a good job hiding them. I'm not finding them very easily at the moment. Which is good. I enjoy the hunt. Kind of finding them randomly. How many gold cards? That's a good question. Not many. I still haven't even unlocked Yoke Blows. Did get that. Let's see. Yeah, not Not bad, but not many. A long ways to go. Other than the snake, I don't think I've gotten anything on this yet. Haven't gotten any of the new bugs yet in gold cards, other than the ones you automatically get, of course. But I've only been playing for like 3 days technically. There's time. Are you serious right now? Seriously right now? Come on, Grounded. How do you get the gold cards? You have to kill a bug, and when you loot it, you have a 1%, 10% chance, 1% chance of getting a gold card. It's just RNG.
Saving this loaf for later.
Did they fix it so you can get them while you're on your buggy? I'm not sure if they fixed that or not.
I'd rather be on top than below this one.
Don't spoil it, the location, but if you have to walk onto it, just shout Luda like the famous rapper Ludacris. I'm not gonna spoil his spot. I promise. For Ludarav, it's a different spot than I would normally expect. Not when you loot, it's really when it spawns. Well, yeah, it's set, but you have to loot them to get it. Like, it doesn't happen from killing them, it happens from looting them. So much garbage. The Aphid gold card, well, on my ant buggy, so I imagine they worked it in. Nice. I hope so. I just know that before this update, that was sort of a glitch where if you were looting on a buggy, it wasn't working, but hopefully that's fixed. Killed the cockroach queen and got it first try. Some bugs also have higher chances as well. Who put dirt? Who put dirt in the hose? Yeah, the gold card grind is very grindy. That is 100% true. I guess the only thing I'll say about Ludaravs is his is on the very extent of the map right now. Like, you can't... It is on one of the edge lines between update areas. So you don't know where. Could be anywhere along the edges. But it's an interesting spot. Is it morning? Look how I changed my spot on accident. Oh, naturally I was going that way to get the card, and then we went around the whole yard again to then skip the chip. Been bringing one of the new chests with me to the garden to be full of inventory every time. That's a good way to do it. The buggy inventory is pretty good, but as you can see, it fills up faster than one might think. Okay, where's this chip? Why are these all like smoking? We're right on top of it, so it's gotta be down maybe? Is it in a pumpkin? It's got to be.
Take your best shot.
Gotta be. It's like right here, right? No. it's right there. Yeah, right here. Yeah, it's gotta be in here. Now, what's gonna be down there? You know that's a boss. Up there is bugs that are in survival, but that's a cool build location. Yeah, the fairy house is really cool. I do like that. That was a cool little addition. My inventory's full, of course. Aha, there he is.
Yeah.
I knew it had to be around here. And my inventory's full.
Hey,
As always.
Let's go.
Okay, we gotta do an inventory dump. Then game plan. Got way too much crap for right now. Kind of guessed right on Ludo's location and got a sneak peek of his base. Nice. Yeah, I guess if you can guess it, you might tell some people.
Yeah.
It's down here. For an Unreal Engine game, the buggies don't have a lot of issues like other vehicles in games. Yeah, they do work pretty well overall. Especially with how new they are. I am kind of surprised at times at how well they work. New here, by the way, the spider buggy takes 0 fall damage. Yeah. I do know that one. That was a great change. That was definitely a really good change that they made to make it. It made me actually want to use it, especially for this update. I always felt like the spider buggy was kind of worthless previous to this update. And like you could get around everything. You could get around the spider web bridges and stuff. Chip, where are you? Works well. I'm glad they're sort of they started differentiating them a little bit. Where am I? I have never gotten more lost in this game. The verticality of this whole new area is like, you just get lost. The scale, I think that's what my favorite part of the new update is the scale of the new area feels insane. I've never felt more shrunken. You kind of always felt like it in Grounded 1, but it just never really gave enough. Whereas now I feel
Come on over here.
so miniature. Building something that's not in the air and it's so boring. I mean, you gotta build how you want to build, though. You know? If you don't like it, don't do it. Nothing wrong with that. Buggies were most likely built from the ground up, but in most games for the buggy, they may use a plug-in to make cars. That would make sense. It's definitely unique. Very different.
Yeah, boy. Slammed it.
I feel so bad running these things over, but it's also so funny. They're such a nuisance. I am sort of heavily leaning towards this spot right now. I think there's some interesting things we could do here. Not a whole lot of bugs, too. Like mites and one wolf spider. Wish I could get rid of this thing. That would make it better. But I don't hate it. Imagine like the first main level there and you build it up really high. It could be really interesting. Very interesting. Like Jack and the Beanstalk. Yeah, it really does. I really, really like it. Living the new quality of life stuff. Yeah. A lot of it's really good. Leave me alone. Go away. Agree with that. Love the vertical nature of the garden greenhouse. Feels like it makes sky basing way more manageable. Yeah. It's a good change. Or addition, I guess, not a change. One of those things that just feels like the game really needed some crazy verticality. Spot in the potato patch that's flat has vertical with small ledges. That could be interesting too. I have seen the firework launcher glitch thing, whatever you want to call it. Also nice because you do have a station right here, right? Let's see. Ooh. Okay. This is something else that I think very heavily of. My favorite part about the Pagoda base in the first game specifically was that it had a field station inside of it. And I have felt at the last base in the inside the lamp, what was missing is I was so far away from a ranger station. And what I love about this is that you are literally on top of a ranger station. It's one of those things, like, just becomes so nice to have. Maybe not quite as important in this game, potentially, but it also just feels like something you always kind of want to have. You're also right next to this, too. Kind of cool. Cool to build a base over this thing, too, though. Built in here at all? Oh, I'm so happy this is in the game now. So excited to use all these new materials. Ugh.
We could bottle that up and make a killing. Woohoo!
Could build a pretty cool tower over this thing too. Doesn't have quite the same interaction. I guess you're building a tree though. The tree comes out of this thing, doesn't it? If I remember correctly. Maybe not the best spot. Be kind of cool to have this as the base of a big tower though. Hardest part about finding a big spot to build in this new update though is just there's just clutter. Just so much clutter happening everywhere. It's hard to find that spot that's like got a ton of potential to build really big.
Science!
Give me that pink goop.
Pretty close to resources though on the table there. I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of burr right there. There's a lot of good stuff right around that chair that I like. I like being close in proximity to things, but not right on top of them. Where a thief? Where is this scorpion? Is it the scorpion that you're talking there?
Just looking, I promise.
If you're saying that one, we did that. I've already planted the seed. I kind of went out of order. Full area doesn't have too many flat areas, just lots of clutter. And I like a certain amount of clutter. Don't get me wrong. Like, the worst thing ever is to build on a totally flat spot with nothing happening because it doesn't inspire the design at all. Then it's just your brain coming up with literally everything. So it's one of those things that you have to kind of find a balance of, is you need a certain amount of flat to build with, but not so much that it's just a completely flat. Like, it was like building on the porch in the first game. I hated the porch because it was so boring. There was just nothing there to inspire the build. Didn't point you in any direction for how you were going to build something. So you kind of have to find that balance of clutter and open space at the same time. Yeah, with us being this close, the burrs right here, everything's just like close, is what I like about that table. And it allows for this burr location. I farmed a bunch of burrs here the other day. I was just wandering around aimlessly. Such a good location for burr.
A little tight around the muscles.
I've been building something in the pumpkin at the top of the scarecrow throw. That's a cool spot. It is an interesting one. I'll tell you that. We went up there already. I do like it. But I don't think it's big enough for our vision. I need a project where I can work on something for a really long time. Keep adding and growing a build. Which makes me really lean towards this tower with the chair. I don't really see any other things that I can incorporate quite the way I want to. How did you get the spider? I've had the spider since the beginning of the game. I believe the struggle is that they changed the location of the spider, the orb weaver eggs, if I'm not mistaken, and I actually don't know where they are now. They were all over the place in the previous updates. So you might just have to look up a quick little YouTube short or something to find where they've put the new location. I know someone's made a video on it. Maybe Jade means something. The eggs are in the hedge, yeah. There you go. I was not expecting to be able to walk up that. That's great. No! Apparently we can. You have to be very careful. No way I walked all the way up it on accident and then figured it out. No. Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Hello? Oh, there he is. Where'd he go? How many are you? I don't even want to fight you. I'm supposed to be doing anything but this. Stop distracting me. Part of the fun of a build is the stuff in the build location. A blank slate is good for learning, but it's more fun to take something existing. Yeah. And it also, I enjoy the challenge of working around things too. Ink is a big part of that. It's a very fun kind of part of the project to kind of have to work around things and be forced to make some decisions you may not kind of think naturally to make. It can kind of be really fun way of testing your skills a little bit differently. Jump where I tell you to jump. You spoiter. Hard part now is a lot of the stuff has wasps in it. I'm not going to build anywhere near wasps either. The bane of my existence. Or yeah, they're at the very top of the hedge. Yeah, I did see that. Never mind. We went up there to get the one of the new pieces that you have to get in the hedge.
Come on, keep going.
I do remember that. So we got that chip or whatever that was up at the top. And you've got my wheels in my head turning to find an awesome spot. Hey, and take your time. Like, don't rush finding a spot just because you want to start building. You got nothing but time. We now have another 4 to 5 to 6 months before we're getting another major update like this. So find the spot that really, really inspires you. Yeah, they're like up there. What's in the log now? I haven't even explored this yet. No tours this week because I want to get started on my own stuff. I gotta get my head back into Grounded too. And tours take a lot of setup time and mental energy I just didn't have being sick this week. Did not have the energy to want to do it, really, is a big part of it. I have to be at my best, you know. My main build is on Top of the log near the fire pit. Great for resources, but as we get more updates, the location is going to get tough. Statue as a main base might be the best, especially when we get zip lines. Yeah, the statues is one spot I did think about building for a long time, but I'm not sure if I'm ready for the massive project I have planned there. I have some ideas, but I think that might be like late game. When is the tours, so I can make sure the Butterfly Kingdom is cleaned up. We're probably going to do next Tuesday is when we're going to start tours up again. We have people reaching out. People have had time to kind of work in some of the new materials and stuff as well. Was a big part of it. I didn't want to... Not that I don't want to see people's old stuff, so don't feel like I don't want to see old materials and you have to change everything to get a tour now. I wanted to give people time to kind of incorporate and mess with the new stuff because it will inspire a lot of really interesting new ideas moving forward. So wanted to give people a little bit of time to mess with that. Is there nothing with this? Just logs? I didn't see an entrance. Maybe they add this later. Maybe that would make sense. It looks like they're probably going to add termites again in a later update. And always make forward operating bases and safe houses until you find the perfect spot. Yeah. Yeah, we don't 100% know if we're going to get zip lines. I haven't really looked at the new roadmap all that much. I've been very distracted with everything going on. But they were on potentially for like the summer update. They were going to be something that was looked at adding, but as soon as you get zip lines, the buggies become so not useful that I'm curious if we need them. One thing I always kind of loved and hated about the zip lines is that they made the yard feel so small so fast. So if you're using zip lines, you kind of remove the feeling of being really small, which is what the park is doing an incredible job of. They're fun, but it kind of ruins some of the best parts about the park. So it's a difficult design challenge to get added properly. So I'm not sure if we're actually getting them or not, but they were on the summer update, I believe, was when they had them on the list. Yeah, it was definitely on. I don't know if it's on the new one is all. I know it was on the old one, but they just updated it even more, so. I don't know if we need them. I think I'd rather have a flying mount than zip lines, honestly. I would think that would be a way cooler addition to the game to put the time into than zip lines. Zip lines are coming. Look at the roadmap. I'm pretty sure it's summer. Cool. Could you get out of the way, sir? Pumping. Oh, interesting. I didn't even notice that. So many new things. Holy cow. You didn't find Luda's spot. Definitely found a spot he needs to build in, especially being in creative. Does it have anything to do with Tang? No, it does not. Not that I know of, at least. Wait. Okay. Wolf spider, shut your mouth. Quiet down there. Shh. Quiet down. Nobody wants you. Flying buggies instead of zip lines. I think that would be more... I think that would be better, honestly. Not that it'd be perfect. I'm sure it would kind of do a similar game-breaking thing, but I think with buggies being in the game and being what they are, I think it's one of those things that just makes a lot of sense. To me, personally. We don't need zip lines if we have the tubes. Yeah, and if all the ranger stations connect to each other, then I think you really don't need them. I would rather have the fast travel and a flying buggy of some kind. I think that would be way more... I think they would integrate better with how they're setting this game up as of right now. But I wouldn't complain if they had all of that and zip lines. Like, I wouldn't complain about all of it, so maybe that's a better way to do it. They make flying mounts, you'll buy the whole company. Zips need a nerf, just make them go max distance so you can go from one side to another. Yeah. They definitely... I spent so much time building those stupid towers, too. It just became such an annoying thing to, like, you had to build them because it was so slow. So sad it crashed right as I was killing Axel for the 5th or 6th time. Oh, that's such a bummer. Got the Axel trinket? Nice. I think I got the trinket the first fight. I got really, really lucky. Don't care for fast travel. Yeah, it's one thing. But if you have all of them, then you get to pick your poison. But zip lines are not necessarily fast unless you build just so freaking high that they become fast. They were not that efficient. Fun to build small bases at stations, yeah. They haven't made any comments on flying mounts so far. I don't think there's been anything that is a yes or no of any kind. I think it's an incredibly difficult project if they're gonna do it. I think is what I'm trying to go for right now. Oh, sometimes it's a grind sometimes to get that stuff. The RNG can be amazing and horrible at the same time. Like that. Where's my cool glacial sting one? Alright, I think we gotta go full mage now. We gotta do it. I'm ready. What is the new... Or what's gonna be better? It's cool. Is this better? They're adding water buggies. I think flying are right behind them. Yeah, sorry, someone said something. You're really excited about the swimming 2.0. Saw that ages ago as well. The swimming stuff is going to be really cool too, and upgraded swimming and all that. It's going to be a cool addition as well. A lot of cool. There's so many cool things coming. Flying mounts can be implemented kind of easy. Just make them use stamina while flying. They're carrying extra weight with a rider. Yeah, then you wouldn't just be flying everywhere. I think it makes sense. Perfect. Just enough. I don't have any mighty globs, dang it. I think I farmed the crap out of all this stuff. Took 6 times last night, finally got it. Nice. Full Harry Potter, that would be so sick. I'm so excited. There's someone, I had seen something. Is there no sleek? Oh, that, I almost screwed it. I always go sleek. That throws me off. I keep forgetting. But that's how they do it now. But I'm a wizard, Harry. Yeah. And this armor
A
looks
little tight
so
around the
cool.
muscles.
Gotta take this thing off. This armor looks way too cool to not show it off. It even like glows. Oh, dude, it's so good. I love how my inside doesn't even change. That's another thing that changed about this base. It's so dark in this base all of a sudden. They like changed how the whole thing sets up, so it's kind of weird. Okay, so we need... That one really only... Yeah, we got mighty, okay. I love that this build isn't... You don't have to commit to one, like, weapon that has all the different types, too, which I think is nice. It's like you just use the weapon that you want. You automatically have all the damage types really fast. What are they missing now? Salt? Salt would be a good one. I don't know how they make a salt one. They didn't make a salt staff in the first game, I guess, so... Armor looks like Predator, but if he was going to Coachella. Serpent Armor is my favorite, and it's OP. Love it. Oh, I'm so excited. Isn't there a mage trinket now of some kind, too, that's supposed to be really good? Which, I don't know, would be a good one. Are we getting attacked here shortly? No, we're not. Never mind. Can't peep the crow either. Oh, dude, it's such a pain. Haven't even seen it since the update. Not sure if my game's bugged or not. I just saw it for the first time. The bale scale? How do you get the bale scale? Where do you get it? I need it. We gotta go get that next. I need it. I need to be overpowered. I need it. I'm collecting Horcruxes. Under the hammer in the garden? I've been there like so many times. How did I not find that? Yeah, I guess the question is... Yeah, it's probably better. I like that they have armor... Like, they have a sour... Like, if you wanted to do just sour, you could use a sour armor. You could use... the frost armor for the mage. It's like such a good addition where it's if there's a specific boss you want to fight that is like weak against frost, you could use a specific mage setup just for that, which I think is a really fun little change. I like that they've committed to the whole mage thing because I'm not normally someone who builds a mage, but there was something about the first game where I just loved it for some weird reason. But I like that they've kind of committed to that for us. Good little addition. Okay, under the hammer in the cave. Been able to get close enough. Yeah, I still have not gotten close enough to the damn crow. It's been a struggle. A real struggle. Yeah, and the great part is not many people are using the mage set overall, so everyone's so focused on the ambush stuff because that's what C Dinky and everyone's making videos on, so we just get to be secretly OP. Alright, well, we'll definitely go from the cave because I haven't gotten a whole lot from the snake yet. Alright, we can go sleep. Are these done? Then we'll sleep. Make it day while those go, and then we can upgrade our frost weapon, and we're good to go. Mage build will have started. The crow's driving you nuts. Oh, no. Wait, what? Incoming? We were so far away. What? Guess we have to go outside, then. Get away from the base if she's actually coming.
Web's got me.
I like the way this armor looks, too, with a sword as well. Like, it's a good mage, but it also looks like a good, like, warrior-type build, too. So it doesn't suck to just have, like, one weapon. And now, I feel like I'm now back to where I need more hot pouches. That's one of the things I'm kind of surprised. How we don't have hot pouches. Like 3 of them or whatever, like the last game. So I could scroll between them all. Because I need more.
Just looking, I promise.
Yeah, it's a really cool armor. And it like glows and stuff. Oh, I love it. Looks really good. Okay, put that back. Don't do that. This. That doesn't need to be on my hot pouch. Those can go away. Coming? Oh, this looks really cool too. Brick ledge on the opposite side of the greenhouse from this tool has a ton of potential. I'll have to check that out too. Oh, we got new bugs. What the frick? What are you doing?
Just looking, I promise.
I don't even know what anything's weak to in this game anymore. What are you doing up there? What am I supposed to do with that? Why did he spawn there?
Hey, Boo. Woo! My heart is pumping.
Where'd he go? Bro is just being weird. I love how it all grows. The stranger armor does look really cool.
Just looking, I promise.
Hello? He was up there and he's gone. There we go. We're good. What do you have in your inventory? Nothing? Okay, good.
So you do remember how to do this a little. Noted.
The mega build is not started yet. We're just kind of trying to pick our location for it, but we're getting there. I had to get all the chips to get, like, I needed pine cone, I needed the ladybug buggy. I had to get the last couple things unlocked before we get really rolling on it. And I still need to do some of the story and stuff as well. So much to unlock, so much to do. So much to do, so little time. My own mega build around the pine tree near the ice cream cart. Yeah, seen quite a few there. It's a cool little spot. Very excited to see what everyone ends up doing with the new update and stuff once we get into base tours next week. It's gonna be very fun, especially because I've done so little at this moment in terms of like building with the new update. It'll be really inspiring to see what everyone's craziness is coming up with. Okay, good on smoothies. Don't do that. Let's get those. I think we're good. When the summer map update comes, you can just go about anywhere, everywhere. Or sorry. Yeah, it's the closest to the center of the map. It is a pretty good spot. Yeah. Getting glitch where I can't sleep. It says you can't sleep when there are enemies incoming. That you're getting raided. The mass stranger is going to be attacking you. You can't sleep when she's gonna raid you that night.
Now that's fresh.
That or you have an enemy sitting under you. That does happen. Alright, so we gotta go get that new trinket, so we're really OP. That's not a raid at all. My partner playing on Xbox can sleep just fine. Maybe just relog then would be my best guess. Alright, where is... Dude, this map feels so big now. Crazy. Is it this hammer? Is that the hammer we're talking about? I can't remember if there's more. I think that's the only hammer, right? Do die in order to make the night passes every time. I've logged out many times. Oh, that's a new one for me. I haven't seen that. Yeah, the scale thing. Yep. Alright, we gotta go there. And then we can start the hose process. So we can go back and do the pressure gauge thing. Then... I don't even know where I'm at. Yeah, fix the leaking hose. That's pretty much the next part process.
Yeah, another one down.
Sometimes you encounter the same creature a lot and they feel like the trinkets drop so frequently. I've got almost 2 of each. Yeah. Dude, in the first game, I had 15 of every trinket that you could get multiple of. Excuse me. I need your scales for roof material, please.
I'd rather be on top than below this one.
Don't forget 12. Oh, yeah, duh. No, you're smart. I forgot. I remember. I literally have been telling myself that every time. Well, we'll get these scales and go back to the base. No! You ran me over. I guess we're back at the base. We can make sap bandages. It was all planned. It was all planned. Don't act like that. I didn't do that on purpose. It was the fastest way in the moment to get back to make the sap bandages, guys. Jeez, I don't know what you guys were thinking. It was planned. It was planned. Yeah, I was also kind of hoping that we would just get the trinket, but he decided to... He had different plans for us. Good old S-Train.
What's got me?
How many acorn weavers? What do you mean acorn weavers? Oh, the spinner, the spinning spinner things? I don't know. 10, 11, something like that. That's nothing. My old, in Grounded 1, I had like 30 or 40 of those things. Maybe more. I didn't know he could run you over. I know he can eat you, but I wasn't expecting to get run over there. Oh, jumping off the spider is the worst. Dude, you are in the worst spot. I hate you. I love this addition. This is such a cool little thing. I hope the snake goes into the other parts of the yard, too. In more ways. No! Chip! You've ruined everything. Oh, we're good. Oh, clutch. That was cool. What a parkour jump if I've ever had one. That was incredible. Yeah, snake train stations would be awesome. Yeah, it would make sense. It's a way better, honestly. It's such a good fast travel thing. I hope they make it so you can kind of go all over with it. What's up, Timber?
hell.
Oh, no one redeemed this, so I'm gonna give you guys Timber because he's been sitting in here this entire time.
Don't you
forgot.
go running out.
Hey, Timber. Hey, buddy. What's up, Joe? How's it going, man? Joe, if you're sticking around, I'm probably gonna stop playing around 10 or so, but I might show off the Enshrouded build, the new room, before I head off. If you're hanging around and you want to see the whole, get a little sneak peek before I post everything next week. The new room is turning out really cool. I have so much work, so much detail work, but the bones are in now. Buddy. Hey, guy. Hello? There we go. But yeah, I'll probably keep playing Grounded until 10, and then I might hop over to Enshrouded to do a little tour time to show it off for the people that are interested, because there's a couple others that were doing some Enshrouded builds as well. And I don't think anyone's actually... I post a lot of pictures, but it does not give the full feeling of the thing quite yet. You gotta see it in person. Yes, I shaved it because my wife had been asking, because it had been like 4+ years since I had shaved it. And then I also have an interview this Friday. Well, I already had one. I have a second interview this Friday. So I had to shave it for that as well. Been shoved through the floor by the snake. It's a good one. It's always silly things. Oh no. You let go of the key while farming. When you hear your hammer making contact, you can farm 30% faster. Oh yeah. I'm more focused on trying not to fall to my death constantly, it feels like. Can you build over the snake's path? I think, as far as I know, the snake destroys everything that it comes into contact with. Oh, this is just complete war. Also, did anyone notice that there's now tier 4 materials in the game? I haven't seen anything else, but we do have tier 4. So that's kind of a fun little addition. Noticed that the other day. The snake doesn't come in contact with it. Yeah, as long as you build over the area, it's fine. Go through the back of the flower bed. There's a giant hole in the hedge. Going right to the garden would save a lot of time. I haven't seen that one. I guess, I don't know a very fast route to get through there, though. Do it? At least I can't think of one. How have I not farmed carrots yet?
Just looking, I promise.
I'm a wizard. I moved all my stuff around so I don't remember any of my buttons. Let's put that there, and that there. Yeah, that's fine. I went to watch the fellow Grimm stream, but it's verified accounts only. Oh, I saw you spamming that in Discord. I was like, what are you talking about? Verified accounts. I got carrots. Woohoo. Forgot I could farm those now. Change the layout, it's just a hole basically. Oh, that's nice. I was gonna say, it's an absolute pain to get through. You're either parkouring over it or doing this where I've just completely been distracted, and as I said, I was gonna get completely lost in this whole thing. My ADHD can't handle all the goodies. Not a good mix. I don't feel like I need any of this either. I'm just doing it now because I can. Sorry. How to unlock the lime? I believe you have to beat the boss, as far as I know. So you have to get all the way through the new story and everything, and then you get the lime. So it's like, finish everything, and then you're good. Good luck with the interview. Thank you. Appreciate it. It's going to be a tough one, from what I heard here. It's going to be a toughie. But I don't think there's that many people that are applicants for it, so I don't think it'll be too bad. I just come right back out where I was? No. No, we're good. Got a minute. Chip. Holy cow, I'm missing everything. Might make it way up to, because now I have the sky bridge. It would save my wall base. There, the extra hassle of having its own stairwell. Yeah, that makes it easy for sure. Made stairs going up over the statue. Yeah, that'd be a good way to do it. I'm gonna have to make something that makes it fast and easy. Snake is tier 5. We might be able to fight it after full release, which would be wild. That'd be cool for sure. Made a ramp. Do I remember what tier 4 was? It's the caramel apple. Yeah, it's the only one. The only thing I've seen is the caramel apple in that anthill. Or that, I guess it's not really an anthill. It's just an ant cave. Now when you go back, you can see the other side. You can just follow the red necktie. Well, I will try to remember that. Be so cool if they add other big animals that are just good transportation options. Gophers, squirrels, hummingbirds, and so on. Yeah, the snake is a good one. That's a really good addition. Hey, welcome in. You're gonna have to remind me. How do you like your name pronounced? Ougxetg. Because I'm gonna butcher that. They got big plans for stuff like that. Yeah, I hope so. Might do that second stairwell over the statue that just takes time and resources. Never ending, right? Never gonna play, but I enjoy watching others. It's definitely one of those. I mean, if you're super into Enshrouded, I've noticed a lot of the people that play Enshrouded and stuff are not necessarily people that play Grounded. It's a different demographic of player, of gamer, of survival games, but it is a very interesting, fun game. I love the contrast between the two build styles, really, is what it comes down to. Boy Fish was tier 5. That's true. That was, yeah.
Just looking, I promise.
Stop blocking. It's so annoying. I'm gonna kite you forever then. That's what you're gonna make me do.
Almost forgot my budget. Sorry I got you into this mess.
Sour Staff works better. Oh, did I not? I swear when I peeked it for a second, I thought that it
I'd
said
rather be on top than
spicy
below
for
this
some
one.
reason, but maybe that was the opposite. Was only slightly distracted. So do I have to go through the Tang to get it? Naturally, I'm guessing. Go swim in the Tang to find this thing. I think I am not attached to the style of game, but its gameplay is entertaining. Yeah, definitely. Lizard seems to be in the game, but not able to find or spot other than spawn commands. Yeah. The lizard is one of those things that they could very much be trolling. Absolutely trolling us, I will say. Like, they specifically said, I think it was Marcus, one of the devs, said that they might leave things in the game specifically to throw people like Jade off. Oh, it's resistant, sorry. Resistant to spicy, I was too stupid and glanced at it really fast. I think my keyboard is dying and so I'm bad at typing. No, I'm bad at it as well. I have an interview these days to take some pressure off. I tell myself I'm interviewing them because at the end of the day I've been around more toxic employers than employees. True that. Yeah, it's mostly because it's a city position. It's with like the county that I live in. So it's like I'm much better at with companies, not corporations, but a more relaxed one. They're very by the book kind of people, so it's a slightly different mentality that I'm used to. They were going to put it in 1, but didn't, but will in 2. They weren't gonna put it. They made it in 1 and then decided that it just didn't make sense for the game in many ways, I think is what it really came down to. The blood portion of it, the whole thing just didn't quite fit the whole thing, I think. Didn't make fighting it with the weapons we had. Now they could make it work, of course. Oh crap.
Take your best shot, bud.
Well, that does much more damage. Maybe look at that. Oh, my potions. I ran out of. Dang it. Oh, and I respawned it. Stupid. I pressed the wrong button. Dang it. You have the Tang mutation to level 3. You don't have to take your armor off. Well, that would make sense. I do have that. More you know. I have not played enough of the update to be paying attention to all this stuff. They actually they did describe it in a casually grounded. The reason they didn't do the bearded dragon is because they couldn't find a meaningful way to fight something with like literal armor when you're fighting it with like a toothpick. And then the blood of fighting a mammal instead of fighting a bug was a different challenge for how they want it. Like they just couldn't find a good way to make it work. Because like when you're killing bugs, it's not blood, it's a different thing, so it didn't make sense with the demographics. I mean, it's weird because it's a kids game, but it's not a kids game. Like in many ways, because it's got its own creepy. The art style makes it feel like that, so it attracts a lot of younger people, but it's much more geared towards people that are not old, but older, not 13-year-olds and stuff. So it's like it's a different mentality when you're fighting something like that, and they couldn't find a way to make it make sense. So, but they have a lot more opportunity with this game and the weapon types and the whole concept of the entire game. So I think there's definitely potential that they could make it work for this game. But I think it would be cool as something more like the snake or something that you interact with in a different way at the same time. But it could be an interesting boss at the same time. I don't know. It's hard to say. I love thinking about how they can add races in games, but RC cars and bikes. There's gonna be, what was it, spider or buggy racing? Like they're actually adding buggy racing to this game, Joe, funnily enough. Which is gonna be really cool. Very excited about that concept. I used to love building like racetracks in games, so that could be very fun. Let's get that. That's right. Sorry, Ducky, what were you saying? Cairn was a great game. I don't know what the game is, Ducky. That's the hard part. I have no clue what Cairn is. Never even heard of it before. There's also way more chats tonight because we have a lot of people in chat, so it's easier to miss chat. So I'm not doing it on purpose if I miss someone's chat. Alright, well, we'll put our actual mutation on. Which actually makes sense, because I don't think I have a good mutation currently selected. I don't need that. We'll just permanently use that for now. Easy game, easy life. Cool. That works.
Yeah.
Still think they need to add in checkpoint rings to Enshrouded to make gliding tracks. That would be really cool. That'd be a really, really cool addition. I think I ate them. Did I not? No, I'm confused. Oh god. I didn't. Wait, what? Am I crazy? It just slightly hurts them? It doesn't hurt them as fast, I guess, maybe?
Hell, don't you go running off on me.
Where'd my smoothies go? Wait, yeah, why did my smoothies disappear? I pressed it last time. Oh, these things' attacks are crazy. Holy cow, these things do a lot of damage now. It's a trap. Hit him while he's down. Oh, the climbing game? Yeah. The thing you've been sending pictures about that I didn't really... you didn't name what it was, so I was confused, is I think part of it. Def grabs the attention from the 90s babies that went first full circle with age groups, yeah, of this game, which is one of my reasons I love it. Yeah, and like, I could play this game with my son. Like, my son actually enjoys playing this game with me. He's almost 3, so he has no clue what's happening. He doesn't know how to play, but he loves watching me play it. He's like, the big bug game, the big bug game. So he loves it. It's fun that it's something like I could eventually play with him. I think it makes staffs way better in this game as well as the whole new dodging mechanic. It's like lets you kite so much better. It feels so much more agile. Still not used to their attack patterns. I wish these things were a little more glass cannon-y at times. They're not that easy to kill, it feels like. Aha! Okay, we got it. What does it do? Staff attacks increase flash damage to their corresponding candy element, stacking up to 5. Oh yeah, that's so much better. Finally, a good trinket. I feel like I haven't had a good trinket. Me go get food. Sounds good, Ducky. Have a good food. I'm not sure which game Ducky's talking about. It's like a climbing game that he was having a lot of fun with. I don't know. Not doing damage, is it not? I mean, it definitely did that damage, but it didn't instantly break everything like it did previously, but I don't know. Let's see. Gear no longer takes durability damage while puckered. It definitely took some, but it didn't like lose all of it. I don't know. Weighs 6 and he's had a little area at my base. He has built himself. That's awesome. Yeah, that's awesome. Your son started doing that too. Yeah, the earwigs are disgusting. They're horrible. I have a niece who comes over and says, Almost the same thing. She just tells me to fight the spiders. Yeah, essentially I've been giving him a controller, and then I play with my mouse and keyboard, and then he just like spams buttons and thinks he's playing, and it works out really well. It's a good fit. I like it. This person has had way too much time in to just do weird things. Building potato things. Sounds yummy, you think? Maybe. The food called the mix of yellow and red. I say that because I can't spell. Fairly certain I know what Ducky's talking about. It's a funky game with cool abilities as the bad squiggly monster. Interesting. Yeah, I have no clue. I've upgraded like everything. I mean, I got this all upgraded. I just got my weapons all upgraded. Let's do so much more damage. We need to cool one of these. Need a Mysterious Stranger one of those. Maybe he'll like GTA 6. That'll be a good time when we get it in 6 years. Doesn't like watching me play as I only build. Yeah. Now he does not like Enshrouded. I like Enshrouded. He doesn't. Nothing else in here? Potatoes? Taters. I guess now we'll see if it damages my armor more. In creative, is it possible to use the bug part and sap to get the upgrade stones? I haven't played it, honestly. I haven't played in creative at all, so I don't know. Couldn't tell you, sadly. Cairn. That's what it's called. Alright, let's see. See, it definitely hurts it, but it only hurts it like once, it feels like. Like, whereas it would have previously just destroyed me and ruined it completely. It doesn't feel like it's quite doing that, but it does hurt me still. I don't know. Maybe I haven't done enough of it. I swear it said level 3, but maybe I'm insane. That's 100% possible. I just thought I had it and didn't. Let's see. Oh, I have level 3, yeah. Gear no longer takes durability damage. Well, I don't understand. If you're in his Discord, I can send a link there. Yeah. He's posted a bunch of pictures in there, too. It's a lonely potato cave. It really is. It'd be really nice if if this worked properly. It must not be working properly. Something's off. I don't know. I need yoked blows. This is worthless. I need to get some gold cards, man. How's it going, Raid? Or Raider, how's it going? Hope you're doing good. Why do potatoes need a bomb to destroy? They feel worthless. They don't feel that very good. Don't feel that very good. Whatever that was. Words? What? Just going a big circle. Yep. Get me out of here. Okay, this way. Yeah, it's hurting. Well, I can't tell. Maybe it's not hurting it. I thought it did originally, but... You guys feel like we're in deja vu or something here? Almost like I'm going in circles. The heck am I? Okay, that isn't hurting it. It is weird that it makes the sound, though. It would be nice if it didn't kill you, though, while you were in this. All right. Oh, we're alive. swear I went in a circle like
Grab
6
it.
times.
Let's go.
Let the mutation, your armor deteriorates. I think my armor was maybe just hurt already from attacking a couple things, and I'm crazy. Got that I've been shrunk down for too long, and I'm losing my mind sort of thing. I want that. I can actually get this one this time, and it won't all fall to places I can't get to. Oh, there's so many smoochies. This is great.
Wish I had fries with that.
One of them fell. After my son goes to bed, I will start recording my clips for my Enshrouded video. I recorded a bunch of them. I still have to kind of figure out how I'm going to do the whole thing. But I recorded a bunch of the stuff because I finished the other areas. Like, they're completely done. It's just the new area, so I just need to record more for that specifically. So I've got a lot of it recorded and ready to go. I just got to keep coming up with the idea in general. I'm gonna do the whole thing. You wrote a script? Wow. Are you like gonna be talking, or is it like your plan of how to how the video's organized more so? Early access problems. I was one to suffer from the nightstand issue. Lost every trinket, but when they fixed it, I just loaded an old save and got everything back. Nice. Luckily, I didn't lose a whole lot of anything. I guess one perk, I never used the nightstands. I only used the chests. Got lucky by randomness.
Yeah.
Where's all the lint? Wait, I'm stuck. Why is your lint not back, Bear? What the heck? Well, that's a rip. 2 of them back. Normally more of them, though. As much lint as possible. Smoothie chunks make an arrow. Yeah, it's alright. I mostly like them for the chocolate. It makes really good smoothies. Usually the most effective, health smoothie. Holy cow, they're everywhere. We're rich. Gonna be reading some journal entries. I'm gonna be, reading some journal entries? Nice. I think with yours that makes a lot of sense. I was trying so hard when Chisel Chip was, looking at your base. I was like, dude, you gotta read the lore. Just read the one little paragraph of lore. His whole base makes so much more sense when you know that one little piece. It's hard to follow when you don't know the little, one bit of information that you actually need to understand why it incorporates water the way it does. I was like, read it, read it. He's like, oh, this is so cool. Look over here. You know that carrots were mostly purple in Roman days. Orange carrots are fairly recent. I had no clue. I've had a purple carrot before. One of my good friends owns a farm. And they do all the weird vegetables and stuff that no one ever really heard of. You get all sorts of cool, interesting things from him. Done streaming? Nice. Welcome back, Knife. Welcome back. Don't have any difficulty collecting actual corn hot dog pieces, or is it just me? They keep turning into Billy Hogs. I don't think that they currently turn into the corn dog pieces. I think that's a glitch in the game currently, where you don't get the thing you're supposed to. If I'm not mistaken. I think I heard that from someone. That's how storytelling goes. Some people hate reading. True. I know he's just reading off stream is the only thing. So he'll get it. It was just in the moment for everyone watching would have made so much more sense. I know he goes back and does everything. That's just what I've heard about the corn dogs. I saw a post from someone that said, like, they're currently only providing Billy hog pieces or something. I don't think I've gotten any corn hogs of any kind. Funny timing.
I'd rather be on top than below this one.
Yeah, it does look like my stuff's not getting broken, luckily. Yeah, just Billy hogs. The lore is the best part of the game. Yeah. It's what makes things amazing. The backstory, the reason you're in it all. I keep forgetting that it hurts me. Ah! What are you attacking?
Just looking, I promise.
This Weevil's just going. Oh, and he's not anymore. I'm hoping and thinking they are going to add a lot more tools for storytelling and maybe even quests. That would be cool. I mean, with the logic stuff, I have a feeling they have to be. My spider is now in a hole. If you die there, I can't get you. Get away from there. Back again, Timber. Hey, how's it going? We started our Grounded 2 journey 2 days ago. Graphics are gorgeous. Yeah, I'm loving the new update. It's really fun. The new additions are freaking awesome looking.
It's way too damn cold for riding out here.
Where'd you go? Talked about adding monster spawners to your bases and traps too. Yeah, I'm really excited about the whole logic stuff that they're going to be adding. It's going to be really cool. Okay, what were we going to do with 8 minutes? Things. Things and stuff. Stuff and things. I don't know. Well, I'm pretty sure I will spend, since we don't have a whole lot of time, I think I'm going to start game planning around this chair. I haven't really found anywhere else where I can build this cool tower that I want to build. I think that's the only like vertical piece that really is making sense to me. I might check out something like this to see if we could build around that, but the butterfly kind of annoys me. We can work with the wolf spider, just like trapping it under the floor like we did in our other base, or trapping it outside of the base, because I don't know if I'll have to see where it spawns specifically. So I might have to build around and see if it spawns on it, because it was also walking over here. So I'm hoping it spawns there and not here, but I don't know. I'll check around the map a little bit after like tomorrow and stuff too. It's kind of a busy, crazy week for me, so we'll see where we go. But I want to get started building sooner than later, so I don't want to leave it for too long. Is that a lamppost? 2? Let's see what that is. Fast, where am I? Maybe there's a better lamppost we can build in over here or something. Just looks like that? What the heck?
Woo! My heart is pumping.
But in theory, we might be able to start building next stream. Spawns directly on it? We'll make it. We can make it work. That's life. At least there's one wolf spider to work with at this area versus the 300 things that are all trying to kill me all the time at my base right now. The spiders have been driving me absolutely insane. The wolf spider doesn't do anything but make noise. That could be worse. But we might be able to do some creative building to work around to mess with the spider spawn or something so it doesn't quite get in our way. We'll have to do some testing. Help me. Too young to die. We'll make something work. Holy cow, these smoochies are everywhere. I'm loving it. We're gonna collect so much of this stuff. What? Damn. Why does everything do so much damage? Build on the wheelbarrow. I just want to build this like tower. Oh, nice. We got the trinket. Let's go. Good luck today. I have this idea of this like crazy vertical tower type thing that will share more so next stream, I think, once I get some ideas in my head going. Make it into a dungeon floor and add him as the main attraction. Yeah, I think we could do something like that. We'll make it work. But I haven't really seen any other place that quite works for this idea that I've had rolling around in my head since the beginning of this game. The last base was going to be what it ended up being, but it just didn't. Something about the whole lamppost, it just wasn't enough space for me to do what I wanted to do. That's what I was seeing.
I promise.
We'll build up there. Build a massive tower up that thing. It'd be pretty funny. Oh, crap. Ants are cool. They're a pain in my butt most of the time. That's what they really are. Of course we don't have Salty in the game yet. Alright, this thing frickin' destroys.
Got me.
Oh no. We can't get out of the spider webs without a weapon. A fatal flaw in the build. Oh no. Help me, Chip. How do I get out? It's an actual flaw in the build. We're doomed. Our one weakness. What a sad day.
I'd rather be on top than below this one.
Dungeon is a sick idea. If you can craft those arrows, you can use them for raids. That would be pretty funny, honestly. Since we have the smoochies, we can like actually befriend him and make him fight for us.
Crap. Buggy's getting
What
roughed up.
about at the gate to the pond? Maybe danger that when the update comes out, they open the gate outwards. I haven't actually seen that. Oh crap, I don't know.
Hang on, Buggy boy.
Forgot, I no longer have my gas mask on. I do.
Gonna help my bug and wrap things up.
Bro, you always have to die in the dumbest spots. What is this? How did you die up there? Fool?
We good? Oh, we
Directly across from the stool, the wooden door with the two iron gates. The sides has potential too with the tower running up. Door in the middle. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look at all this stuff.
Just
Oh, like
looking,
that?
I promise.
The gates. Interesting. I haven't even really looked at that. I guess the scary part is anywhere you're building near the edge has the potential of so much change. Like everything changes. This is like very similar to like everything that's here. Like all of this stuff has changed around in certain ways. So it's like you never quite know. If you're gonna mega build, it's kind of a scary place to build. Could be really cool though. If I remember right, they are on one of the only other creatures that farm, herd cattle, and wage wars. Good old ants. The orc receiver would be cool and very usable for the next update. Yeah, there's a lot of, I don't know, there's so many spots. It's so hard to decide. So many things to choose this to. Yeah, there's that one as well. There's just so many options. I'll have to spend some time tomorrow kind of like spotting some stuff. Maybe I'll go make a creative world and run around and fly around with a handy nap for a little bit and see if I can find the right spot. That way we can really start something building tomorrow. It's gonna be a process, but why does that show up like that? I was convinced that that was another lamppost. Is it not? Yeah, it looks exactly the same. Why is that there? Oh, the lamp is on top of that thing. Oh, the pumpkins on. It's all on top. Okay, now I understand. Yeah, it is actually the top of that. Interesting. Very interesting. My smoochies. The decision-making process is always really difficult with the next mega build spot.
Gross! Gross!
Alrighty, it is 10. I'm gonna hop on Enshrouded real fast. A couple people wanted to see some of the stuff we're working on. I'm gonna show this base off. We'll do a quick little tour to show everything we've built, and then I will call it from there. So if you were here for Grounded and that is all you wanted to see, I appreciate you hanging out with us for the night. I will be back tomorrow night playing more Grounded as well, so don't worry. We're going to start building here soon as well. We're just trying to get through some of this story a little bit every night at the same time. So I appreciate those people that were here for the Grounded stuff, but if you want to see my other cool build things, if you're not part of the Discord and you haven't seen the build competition entry that we've been making for Enshrouded, this will be a fun opportunity for you guys to see some of the other crazy things that I build as well. Looking at the negative reviews for Karen, and someone said they got soft block because they had no food or water. The third save point, but that's because they were not getting food and water because there's no way they didn't have food and water. That was a mouthful. I'm interested to see what you've been abandoning us for. Yeah, it's been a process. Much love. See you tomorrow, Travis. Appreciate everyone hanging out. I'll have to have you visit again now that it's all done. Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, we'll definitely be focusing a little more on Grounded on the channel moving forward, but Enshrouded is a one of those games that I'll never be able to put down anymore. It's just too good. Love building, but I can't mega build. I don't have the patience. It's definitely a different process. I think you need to remove your mustache in Enshrouded. Oh, don't make me sad. It's a reminder of what we once had. If I get this job, I could grow the mustache back, and I'm thinking about it, but I gotta finish the interviews and get the job, so. Excited to see the progress. Been a minute since I've seen this build. Yeah, I've been enjoying building in the trenches by myself for a little bit. It's been a really fun project. It feels so weird to be in this game. Crazy. So, things that have changed. The gates are sort of the same, but I kind of put the gates on it to make them not feel like you could go back there because it sort of ruins the illusion a little bit. You will get it, I believe. I hope so. I hope so. So we changed a little bit about the gates. I've been adding some, as I'm adding lore and getting my whole lore kind of story together, I've been adding some storyboard type stuff or whatever here. So we have like the Elemental Shrine of Balance. Because the whole point, you haven't seen, this is, and I am working with the Well of the World, Joe. I've been bouncing so many ideas around, and like the Well of the World is like the best thing I've heard. I can't even come up with something better. It's so perfect for the build. So we have the Well of the World, which is the tower. You have the flame altar, and it's the combination of the flame along with the water, since the build competition is based around water. I've loved the idea of like water. The idea of, as corny as it is, the solution to pollution is dilution is how this whole freaking concept started, which is ridiculous, but it works really well. So the idea being that the balance of the flame, which is what the game creates for you, that flame is what gets rid of the shroud. Very similar to like boiling water is also kind of a corny little correlation as well. But the flame at the top melts an everlasting ice piece. So this ice structure sort of thing at the top of the build is what supplies the water for the entire thing. We are getting a little laggy. There's so much stuff built in this frickin' thing now. There we go. I also have the wrong thing on. It's funny, this is like the first lag I've experienced in this whole thing. My FPS is dropping a little bit. But we have this like massive ice cap at the top here. I'm still trying to I'm still finishing a couple of these little details up and stuff. But fire and ice work together. When it rains, the water or the rain comes down, freezes the top of the tower. Then where you spawn in, as you saw, is here where the flame is right above it, is melting the water. Goes all the way down the entire tower structure, which we finally finished all the details and stuff. So we have like the little blue crevices and got all these like fun little details and stuff on these things. Really happy, really happy with how the whole thing worked. The whole, like, making the sides out of props and stuff. I'll be playing Grounded tomorrow. We're done for the night, though. Fire Girl, Waterboy, Flash games. But yeah, the props ended up so good. The spiral staircases ended up perfect. The sides ended up really cool as well with, like, roof blocks and everything. Really happy with kind of how everything ended up. Yeah, as you said, you like the little symbol. Kind of been messing around with some of these things as well. Trying to create the idea of runes and stuff. So again, enhancing the idea of the fire and water working together. For me was another thing. So there's like the fire. So there's the shrine with ice and water, vegetation, kind of celebrating that. Because it's about like the use of natural elements, and that's what the new area that I added to this whole thing is, where the experiments failed epically because instead of using the balance of the natural elements, they started with more scientific test subject type things, and it didn't contain the shroud or anything, and it spread everywhere and was horrible. Then we have the Arcanum Distillarium. So this is the first experiment of a miniature version of the tower itself. So this is where you have the like luminescent growth inside here. So that all comes down and is like a little test subject. Got all the kind of details, have the different shroud materials like shown off here, locked behind the cages so they can't get away. Really happy with all the details and stuff that kind of ended up working out here. You're gonna have a good night and a wonderful rest of the stream. Good luck with the interview. Thank you, Knife. Have a great rest of your evening, man. What's one insect you would like for them to put in the game? Oh man, I don't even know. I'd have to think about it. I'd have to put some thought into it. I can't really think of any bugs off the top of my head. But yeah, so like time and water prevail. Water unmakes all. I got some things to do tonight, Ducky. A couple things I got to get ready for tomorrow, or else I would. But yeah, so this is sort of the test area. Then, as I always leave this thing open, but of the little secret bookcase, hiding everything. It'll be like 3.5 hours by the time we're done showing this whole thing off. Really like how this whole thing turned off with the kind of mix of natural with built environment. Turned out really well. Then you got just sort of a generic storage area, but I got the guys like pulling the carts. You have the guys in the white outfits are the main sort of guys that are the mages, and they're the ones doing the arcane testing and all of that stuff, keeping the history. And then you have the guys in the brown that are doing the majority of the actual work down here. So these guys are like a different faction of people and stuff. And then you got the water, these clay vats that are catching water endlessly. So it's another little water feature that I figured out. And then just like ways to kind of get the water out with the showers and stuff. Had a lot of fun designing this. Just a different little addition to the whole thing. The details have turned out so good. Thank you, man. Really happy with it. And then it's crazy how much you fit in this build. I've been trying to, like, the goal was, as soon as I saw your build, so you can blame yourself a little bit, Joe, I saw your build and I was like, my original plan was the 4 gates and then the tower. That was the build plan. And as I saw more builds, I was like, this is not good enough to win it. It needs more details, so I had to add as much as humanly possible. Then we have the Deepwater Athenium another like a water-based. Loved the idea. Funny enough, this idea, I wanted to make a library because I thought it'd be really a cool place, because you need a place where all the research that they're doing can be recorded, and like it was a place to record the knowledge and keep everything for future generations and stuff. And I laughed because I was watching Frozen with my son, and Olaf, the snowman, was like, water has memory. It's passed through like 700 and something people or whatever he says. And I was like, how great would it be? Like, water is a record of everything it's ever touched and been through. So how cool would it be to have like a water-based library? So came up with this like crazy fish pond thing with the natural sort of like look of outside almost with the lights, but then the like floating bookcase in the center. Which turned out this thing was an absolute nightmare to build. It was such a pain. I like made a perfect circle with 300 something tables and everything, and then you got the spiral staircase going up. Yeah, water forgets nothing. The deep keeps account, and then kind of like suspending the bridge and everything as well. And just little details to keep this place looking really light and bright. Just adding like fun little details, having fun with all the different props and all the chaos that you can do in this game. Finding different ways to add water and in every single piece of it, because that's the focus I wanted to be, was like water. Everything has to be water. Everything has to be a story about water. So if I'm adding it into the build, it has to make sense with water. It's not something that it's like, if it doesn't revolve around water, it doesn't make sense in the build. So it was like, how do you make everything revolve around the concept of water? So these guys are doing their studies and stuff and putting the books back, and then like used all the different cool armors and stuff as well. Then Joe inspired me to, again, as Joe does, there needed to be a space. As I started adding all the people into this build, I was like, well, now we have to have a place for them all to stay. They can't, like, there's no way out of here, so they're kind of here forever. They're in it now. So it's like they need a place to live. If you hadn't seen, yeah, the water comes down the tower and then goes out to the 4 cardinal directions as well. And then behind each one of these as well. You only had so much space, so it was a little bit difficult, but I tried to create the environment that the water was going to as if it was almost teleporting it to it or something. Was kind of the idea. So I created a little desert environment. Then there's the water biome on one, the snow biome, and the like forest and springlands biomes. So that's why each one, as you can see, they each kind of have their own color-coded theme, sort of. What are these things? The color coding is specifically to talk about like which biome each one of these is going to. So you have the blue for the water, white for the snow over there, which you can't see very well, orange and green, of course. Was thinking of using water doors and portals to other lands. That might work for you too. Yeah, that was sort of a concept. I put water behind there and then didn't love it. Didn't work the way I wanted to, and it needed more water sources than I wanted. But I'm kind of happy with that because it still shows the thing behind it, so I'm not upset with it. But we'll see. With how much time I have left now, I have so much time to add more things as well. But yeah, so then and it even has like the runes above, so it kind of feels portal-like. So it could make sense now that I put the gate to put the water there as well. But it hides it. I wanted to hide the back of it because it just kind of abruptly ends because I only had so much space. So, who knows? We'll see what happens if I keep adding to that stuff. Everyone, wow, looks amazing from what I've seen. Palma? Sorry, I have no clue what that means. And then you have the Tide Ward quarters. So it was the place, as I was saying, for this is where they come to kind of live. They spend their time here when they're not doing their research and their daily duties and stuff. So I made this kind of feel. The idea behind this one is it's directly underneath the library, and I wanted it to be a place where it was more calming, more relaxing, and it was like a cave that was like created through the carving of water and stuff. So a much more natural look, whereas everything kind of works with the natural cave that we're in. I wanted this one to really feel like it was almost carved by water in ways. And then the blue kind of adds more and stuff. Add some signs at the doors. The way is shut, you shall not pass. Yeah, something like that. I've been adding more and more signs as I kind of keep creating the story and stuff. But loved the way the like blue light here kind of like shines off the ceiling and stuff. Looks so good. And then I found some fun, unique ways to use the water barriers to create like little kind of museum things. So these are all the new Drax skulls and stuff. So they're kind of showing off more of the new water build pieces and stuff. Really, really happy with how this turned out as like just a fun kind of natural way to get down to this cool little space down here and just slowly fill this out. And the everything right in this area here is the fish pond that's part of the library. So I had this like massive thing in the center that I had to find this like convoluted way to get down here from, which ended up working out really cool and enhanced the idea of this being like a cave that was sort of eroded from the entire like from the water. So you have these kind of like cool windows, which I think I'm really happy with how these turned out, being like square instead of the like hexagons and stuff. The way you use the blue block is really great. Yeah, I'm really happy with how all this turned out, and the lighting looks so... It looks like you're underwater, which I freaking fell in love with. But yeah, happy with like all this. They got like a bar with all the plates and all the random stuff. You got all the people like chilling here, relaxing and eating. And then you got the kind of natural water that's carving its way through the entire thing. Oh, Crackpot Palma. Okay, it's your gamer tag. Okay, cool. I'll show you my Grounded 2 build when you're ready. Yeah, message me on Discord when you're ready. We're going to be doing tours next week. I already have a handful, so it may be another week or two after that before I get to it. But DM me on there, and I will get you added to the list. But yeah, so this is sort of a place for calmness and re-energizing, but living literally within water and having water be a part of their everyday life, something that they're always kind of involved in. They're always surrounded by water, so it's always kind of like teaching them about what they're studying and what they're working with here. Got like the little seats and stuff, so you can sit by the fire. I actually figured out, funny enough, that I dug down here, so this is like one of the things where I didn't use a water source to make this whole thing, but that water is actually coming from out here and going through this whole thing to supply the water for this. So I thought that was a random little feature. That was pretty cool. And then they have their, yeah, your airship, the airship, man. You love changing your name, don't you? It's always something new. And then just all the little living quarters, sort of like a monk-style living quarter, very humble place for them to have some of their knickknacks in their studies and stuff, but a very humble, relaxed sort of living experience for them. Kind of keep their focus on their work and stuff. And just absolutely love kind of like the darker cave look that I kind of got created through here. Then we have the entire water thing. Yours feels empty now. Yours not empty, dude. Yours is incredible. Don't worry. Then figured out they added, because I went to the Shroud Depot, I couldn't find fish at DeLindsay's whole thing. Will do. Sounds good. Sounds good, Dean. I couldn't find a couple things that were added to the game. I couldn't find fish and stuff on DeLindsay's Resource World, and I found on the Shroud Depot there's a growth. There's now a new growth material, an underwater thing that you can use with the overgrowth material that creates barnacles and everything. And it was like, because all the blue lighting was to make this whole thing light up and shine when you're up top. So it was the way to get this like blue glow through everything that I really liked. And so that was a cool little addition I actually just found like today to kind of hide some of this. So it better than just blue blocks everywhere. It feels much more natural now, at least. So it's, when you're looking like this, it's like, oh, okay, it doesn't look like it's just blue glowing blocks everywhere. So it was at least a little hidden now. But I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. That was a fun little thing to find. I was quite happy with that. Yeah, it looks more icy. Looks more realistic. doesn't look like I just placed blue shiny blocks everywhere, which I think is a much better improvement. It's still blue blocks, but the point is more so everything around it than that specific piece. This is all insane. The lore of the building, the lighting, awesome job, man. Honestly, going from this back to building Ungrounded must be tough. This game is just so good with building. Yeah, it is. It's really tough. I enjoy the challenge of Grounded building, but it doesn't, unfortunately, Grounded just doesn't hold a candle to the building in this game. And then, yeah, it's just not even in the same world. Get that out of here. Oh, we gotta get rid of that. Can't have that coming through the ice. That's gonna throw off the whole thing. My perfectionism has really shown through in this build. Then I was coming up with other ideas, and I was like, some cool ice, like, water pool caves would make so much sense in a cave like this. So then I was like, well, the Shroud purification pools, another, like, natural use of water, and the idea being that to purify, water has to move. Stillness is not enough to purify the Shroud in this game, is how I'm sort of treating the lore of it all. And so that is what the idea, like, all the water here is kind of moving. Everything in these areas is movement, is what it really kind of purifies. It's that the last piece of the puzzle that they found. And then you have the new thing that we've been working on. This is the secret entrance. Oops. Which we gotta go get rid of the white lights real fast, because it changes the whole look of this entrance. Let me get rid of these. But really messing with the idea that, like, the idea of movement is what was the final characteristic that helped them solve the riddle for the whole thing, to allow you to actually purify everything. Which makes the I've been messing with some ideas. I'm thinking I'm gonna call this the Black Crucible or something like that. So the idea of this is the area where the failed experiments happened. So this was the first place they started testing for this facility. Excuse me. And the experiments failed. Everything took over. The Shroud and the corruption just grew and festered here, so they had to lock it behind these magic runes, which really happy with, like, the purple door, and then the wording here actually kind of, like, shines a little bit, because I could not find a way to make a good rune. Like, I was really trying hard to make runes, and outside of those cups that I used for that thing, it just was like, I'm not going to play 17,000 cups trying to make my own language with a very limited thing there. Everything looks like T's. And I kind of came up with this cool entrance with all the hand railings and all that stuff, which I was absolutely have loved as, like, a theme for this build. The hand railings are probably a little overdone at this point, but I really freaking like them. So you have this dark, kind of contrasting purple doorway that leads you to the dank, dark cellar of the Black Crucible. And got kind of the side lighting here, which I've kind of been messing up as I've been changing little things here. Actually, I think those are getting wet. Maybe that's why those ones went out. But they're supposed to shine like this, but I keep changing things. And then they put this behind a sealed door to permanently lock it away so nothing could escape and infect the rest of it. And then we still have a ton of work to do in here, but this is sort of the idea I'm messing with, sort of dark, dank, still water is the theme here. So, like, creating these, like, glowing vats. This is what I wanted to do underneath the Arcanium, or what is it called? The Distillarium. But I didn't have enough room, because these things are, like, I think if you place them, they're, like, up here almost. They're huge. So I had to come up with a new idea of how to place it. And this was where I was like, this is the place. So I kind of come up with that. I clipped the purple lights into them so they glowed, kind of a natural purple glow. And then it has this sort of central growing growth where I'm going to put crazy growth and luminescent growth and all sorts of nastiness going up. I just started sculpting this today, but it'll be this thing growing out. And then I'm going to have, like, pipes going all the sides, so it's like growing and tentacles growing out. It's going to be this massive, disgusting thing that's like overtaking everything. And then just messing with more water and more lighting here. I started doing this today, just kind of like making it look almost like a rune of some kind was kind of the original idea. Like the water is like some way they're trying, everything here is like containment. They're trying to contain the spread of this disease that's coming from this area. And then I had the idea of a live, what was I going to call this? A live creature testing facility sort of thing. So the water, what block is the rune? It's a roof block over, it's just a roof block placed on the ground. We were playing Grounded 2 earlier, Cam. We're just showing off some Enshrouded stuff before I end here. We've been playing Grounded for like 3.5 hours, but yeah. So it's a live creature sort of testing facility here. So I have the water comes down into this. It runs over the shroud material, and the idea here is that these are sort of still. Unfortunately, you can't place the luminescent growth. If you place, unfortunately, what I learned. The title is that. That's why I said that. Yeah, I know. We played it earlier. We've been playing it all day. I just wanted to show off some other stuff I was working on for a build competition. But yeah, the luminescent growth, if you place blocks below the water, it gets wider and wider, unfortunately. So I kind of had to just place them at the top. So it looks good on some of them, and the voxel blocks aren't perfect on these, but works out. So the water runs over the luminescent growth and then is pumped. So the water's being pumped in, then it is running through here to test, and then it's pumped into the fish tank, where obviously the tests have failed horribly. And so I've got the like dead fish hanging up at the top. Had to put windows in the bars in front of it so the fish would stop escaping and flopping on the ground. But really happy with how this whole thing has turned out. Sort of use the sewer idea in my own sort of take on it, because there's just no other circle things. I tried so many ideas, but this is like the only way to do like test tube type things. But really happy with how that worked out. And then the water runs out and flows through here, and then that's sort of what is allowing to this massive thing to grow and be this disgusting craziness. And then I started adding the green top here as well to add another sort of creepy, dark, disgusting, like when you see the green now, like really happy with how like the green looks. And then once we get all these tentacles and stuff, it's gonna look so freaking cool. They look great and still different from the sewer ones. Yeah, different enough that it's like my own idea. Still trying to add details. I like just got these built last night. Got them all designed out and stuff, but tons and tons of details to keep adding and stuff. But then I'm gonna have the whatever the shroud armors that you can get now that they have, like the plague bringer stuff and the blackguard trousers. Those guys are going to be stuck in here as like they were infected and now they've been doomed to live here forever. And so until they figure out how to stop the consuming of this shroud material and the spread of it, they're forever doomed to live in this facility till they solve how to cure everyone. And so I'm gonna have some like dissection tables down in this area where they're like they're doing autopsies and stuff, and just like making it almost like it's almost gonna look like a torture chamber is sort of the idea behind it, and adding more details like that and just filling in all the little empty spaces, kind of filling in more details and stuff. Really happy. I built the whole outer area out of coffin lids. So I was able to kind of like create the effect of these things are like starting to fall apart and be ruined by the time and decay over time. So really happy with how that's all doing it. You went to a whole new level? Yeah, thank you. You make Doggy Cam do a trick. Timber, sit. Good trick. Good trick. But yeah, I wanted that. Like everything else is so clean. It's such a clean aesthetic, and it's so like organized and thought out. I wanted an area that was like, it gave off the complete other vibes. And so you walk in here and go like, what the heck is happening? And sort of tells the story of they wouldn't figure out how to make this arcane water tower on the first go. It took tries, it took trial and error. They had failures, and this is where all of the failures happened. So I'll start carving this thing probably tomorrow when I have some time, and this weekend as well. Hopefully, I'm hoping to finish this room up this weekend. Had a guy yelling, failure. Yeah, it'll be, I'm going to have like failed containment live. Because the whole idea of this was there's not rats in the game, but there are fish. So a live containment thing. So these are, instead of lab rats, these are my lab fish. And so they were doing live creature testing and stuff, and that was part of the reason the facility failed, is they were testing on people. They were testing on live creatures, and that's part of like why the whole thing failed, is because it wasn't a balance of nature. It was they were trying to solve the corruption in the shroud in the wrong ways, essentially. El trick, it was a beautiful trick, Timber. Don't listen to him. You're a good boy. But yeah, tons of detail, stuff to figure out how I'm like designing all the walls and stuff. But I just started decaying everything today a little bit with the decay tool. Can't wait to see what Alfredo added to the butterfly. Added from the Butterfly Kingdom. Yeah, that'll be really interesting. Looks totally awesome. Wish I would have seen the whole thing at work. Missed some of it. No worries. I'm going to be making a whole video on it as well. And then I'll be posting that on the channel as well once that comes out. So you get a full tour of it. I'm going to do sort of a more cinematic tour of it for the build competition. Yeah, you can check out the VOD and rewind it. It'll be on the channel as well, because we've only been talking about this for the last 20 minutes or so. So I'll have more of a cinematic video for the build competition, and then I'm probably going to go through and do a tour very, very similar to this, where I talk over the lore a little bit more in depth, and so people can kind of get an idea of the whole thing, if they're not on part of the build competition on the Enshrouded Discord, where everyone's kind of posting lore and all the comments and stuff about their builds. So I'll probably do 2 videos on it. One cinematic and one more lore tour based, where you really get all the details and stuff. But yeah, loving the way this like green works with the purple and stuff. And it like, depending on where you are, the like colors change and stuff. So like some things are green up close, and then sometimes when you look away, they like the color changes and stuff. It's been a really interesting process to build, because I'm not someone who builds this like creepy nightmare fuel type stuff, whereas it's very much like Joe's specialty. It's like yours and like Luderav, like you guys have like this like story building that's so good, and I was like, that I need the opposite side of my perfectionist clean design style. Yeah, you live there. This is very much a Joe inspired build kind of concept and stuff, but I was like, I had this huge extra space because the shroud purification pools that are on the outside of this are part of, at least the lore behind these, why they're here, is the movement of water outside of this area is what helps contain it as well. So it's locked behind the door. The runes here, like on the doorway, are story-wise like magic runes to help keep anything from getting out. But the idea of the shroud purification pools is that the movement of water on this area helps contain this whole thing. So kind of trying to bring everything together so the story all fits, and it's not like, oh my gosh, this is just going to get out and eventually take over everything. It's like everything has a story for a reason, and a specific reason of why everything's placed where it is and why it's working the way it is. But I have been having a ton of fun. This has been the last like 4 days or so I've been working on this. Took a long time to get it all carved out and get the whole room built, and then just started placing things here and there, and it's been working really well. Now I need to adopt some of your perfectionism. It's a balance. It really is a balance. It's very easy to overdo it on one side of perfection or one side of chaos. You really have to have a balance of the two, which I've been pushing. This has pushed my build, like my limits to their extents. But I want to frickin' win this thing. So I'm like, whatever it takes to win this competition. Like I'm putting in everything I got. I want to win so bad. I want my name in this game. I don't even care about the money and stuff. I'm like, I want my name in this game forever. I want this build remembered forever. So it'll be worth it. Really happy with how it's turning out, though. It's been really fun testing out kind of a different build style from what I normally do. Yeah, just the cellar look is turning out really well. Yeah, that's it. For lore reasons, maybe the tubes in this room should have still water. I don't know. I do like the moving water effect. Unfortunately, that's the only way to create it. The only way you can make still water in this game is with these water barriers. So the water has to be like filling up a tank sort of concept. Otherwise, the water is always moving. You have to use these water dispensers otherwise, and unfortunately, the water barriers are massive. So until they add some new water barriers to the game, it's sort of like, it's your only real choice at the end of the day. Because this is what, you pretty much have this. So if I wanted to make a non-moving tank, it's like, this is the smallest you can do. Or you can overlap them, so you get smaller pieces, but even then, it's still not like, still really difficult to create the like containment things. And I've already done a bunch of this in the build in other areas, so I'm trying to do as many different techniques of showing off water as humanly possible. Can I get on a thumbnail with my airship, please? It's my best build so far. Yeah, when we get to yours, I'm sure I probably can. But yeah, since water's new in this game, there's only so many ways you can work with it currently. So part of the issue is just finding, you kind of have to work with the limits that you have. So very similar to Grounded. There's only so much you can do with what they've added in the game so far. But yeah, really, really happy with it. It's turning out really cool. A huge labor of love as of late. But I put so much time into this so far that it's like, I gotta finish it right. I'm gonna put in every last detail I possibly can. So, I'm hoping I win. There's only 5 winners, and there's 100, there's like at least 100 submissions so far, so it's like really tough competition. But I'm hoping I put enough into this one. I've used literally every square inch. I think the only place that I haven't built is, yeah, technically there's some room behind this. So there's behind this ice area, there's a little bit more room. But yeah, this is the only area that I haven't built in. I pretty much built every square inch of this, the flame altar level we're able to work with. Is the comp just for that game? Yeah, it's a enshrouded build competition. Hope you win too. You Kilo subs in the sewers are my favorite so far. Yeah, yours, the sub, and it's so hard. It's like, I love yours because I love the story and the lore and the way you've completely done like a unique use of water, and your detailing with like that whole steam room is like one of the craziest things I've ever seen built. So I'm hoping they see yours as like the crazy build that it is and understand the really unique use of and concept of water that I think is so cool with yours. And then Kilo's is like such a good build. It does all the details, and it's a submarine, so it's perfectly water-based. So I'd find it hard for hers not to win. I really like the sewers too. I need to go explore the sewers, and I need to download those and kind of see what they look like to know. I haven't seen a whole lot of the build. I don't think I haven't watched a video if they have one either. But outside of those, I don't know who else wins. So many of them are like, that's an incredible build, but the water is not the highlight of it, which is something I picked up on with Chisel when he was doing tours. He's like, the build competition is water. The theme is water. And so the winners are going to be the people that really embraced the idea of building with water and building story around water. And so some of them are like, oh, that's such a cool castle, but the only water is like the water running down this cool waterfall. And it's like, it's so hard to choose between those, because I think there's a handful of them that like really embraced water, and then there's a couple of them that are like really cool builds, but they don't embrace water as much. I like that whale one's really cool, like the flying whale, if you've seen that one. That's such a cool build, but I don't know if it's water enough just because it's a whale. So I'm like, it's hard to know if the judges are going to pick up on like, that's an incredible build, or does it have enough water? It's like that's kind of the struggle, is like it's so hard to know how they're all gonna vote, and they're all such different. Like Chisel's so different from Glitch, and is so different from I don't really know the other person very well. I've watched like one of her streams, but it's like they're all so different. So it's like it's really hard to know as a contestant like how they're all thinking and how they're all going to be voting for each of these things. But I think I've set myself apart enough. It's such a there's so much competition though that I'm still nervous. Like I hope I set myself apart enough with how much I've done, but I'm also like, how are they all gonna vote? It's so hard to do it. You're beautiful and deserving of happiness. Just wanted to let you know. Thank you. I appreciate that. You too as well. Hope you into, oh yeah, kilos. Yeah. I think mine needed more physical water, but I'm okay with that. Like yours does. It has its own like unique story of water, where I think there's a lot of builds that don't have a whole lot of water. I mean, I probably in some ways have gone so far and above on the water concept, like trying to specifically stick to the theme as much as I possibly can. But that doesn't necessarily mean like that's what the judges are gonna go for. Like some of them might go for your insane detailing. Like your detailing is the best I've seen in the game. Like I have some cool stuff built, but my stuff, it looks so generic compared to yours. So like I have some really cool design concepts and stuff, but like your whole moving steampunk thing and the story and lore behind yours as well, I'm like, I would pick yours personally if I was a judge from what I've seen on the other ones. But it's so hard to tell. There's a lot of water, a lot of towers with water, and that's it. So I'm glad you added a lot more to yours. Yeah, and I saw a lot of those towers, and there's some good towers, but I'm like, yeah, it's just a tower at the end of the day. Like they're really cool towers, but it's just like a tower with water coming from it, and I don't know if it. Some of them didn't tell enough story, I think. That's the struggle. Is like, how do you set yourself apart with a water tower? It's got to be like another level. In a depression, wanted to spread positivity. Well, as I always say, good times only. That's what we like to do here. I always like to be a positive light whenever I can as well. So you're definitely in the right place. That is what we like to do here. Like to build people up. Everyone is welcome as well. Glitch made himself a grading rubric to give everyone a fair chance. I love that. And I love that like Chip is like, I was going to go out of 10, but there's too many builds. So I'm going to go out of 20 so I can really start grading these as like what they truly deserve and stuff. So I'm like, I'm really happy with the judges as well. I think they're going to be really cool. And they're all very, very different at the same time. Like they've all done very different things with building, and they all have very different personalities. So I think it gives everyone a pretty fair shake. But it seems like I haven't seen the last judge. I can't remember why I can't remember her name. She does all this like really cool cozy artwork and stuff. Her stream's really cool. I watched her stream the day she actually got a Twitch partner, and I was like, oh, how cool. She's on the front page. I'm jealous. That would be so freaking cool to be a part of. I want to do that one day. And then I was like, oh my gosh, that random person that I joined the other day is now one of the judges. I was like, that's so cool. She has such a like unique art style and stuff to like what she does. And Glitch has his whole thing with the resource server and stuff. And then Chisel's got his own thing. Yeah, Honey. Yeah, Honey stream. That's what it is. I was like, Honey. That's what her name is. I was like, I could not for the life of me remember it today. 2 of her streams, but haven't seen her look at any builds yet. Yeah, I don't know if she has. I'm not sure if Glitch has been streaming that as well or anything. I need to follow his stream. I don't know why I didn't. But yeah, I'm excited. I've been putting a lot of work into it, so I'm really hoping it shows through and that I can win. Because although the build itself is an achievement, like I don't think I've ever built anything this good in any game ever. Like this is like my pinnacle of builds. I'm most proud of this over anything I've ever built, and I've built some things that I've really, really loved. But this thing has been, I don't know, for a competition to like show up and like do my best work and figure it out, build something I'm like truly proud of. Like at the end of the day, win or lose, I'm really happy with the build. I'm putting my best foot forward, and now it's in the hands of someone else, and I just gotta hope that I did enough at the end of the day. But I'm really happy with it. It's been so much fun too. I'm so glad they gave us those extra 2 weeks as well. Like the 2 weeks has been that like game changer in terms of like the amount of detail I've been able to add on these last things. I was kind of at my limit And then with 2 weeks, I was like, okay, I could take a day, 2 days off and get back into it to make sure I put the best thing possible forward. Found lots of new techniques from this content, and I think you did too. Yeah, 100%. It's completely changed how I've gotten so much better at building throughout this whole thing. I've like changed things, and I've found new things to work with. It's pushed my own creativity and styles to a new level too. Like it made me think different about how I build things, how I think through ideas and concepts, and like the story all the way through as well. It's been a really fun, unique challenge. It's been really cool. We hope your streaming career takes off. You seem like a great person. Keep up the positive vibes. We need more of that in this world. Definitely. Stay happy and stay positive. Yes, exactly. Positivity, kill them with kindness, right? That's what we love to do. Yeah, I've been really happy. I can't say that I didn't build the best thing I possibly could at the end of the day. So I'm happy with what I've ended up with. It's been fun. Really, really fun project to work on. And then now, once we finish this, I get to take a break from Enshrouded and build in a totally different game and have some more fun building new, crazy, cool ideas. And hopefully now I get to do some grounded build competitions myself for our community as well, which will be really fun. And then I can be on the other side and take a break from building. The competition is a grind. I'm pretty sure I had, like... When this competition started, I think I had 900 hours in the game. And I have almost 1,200 now. So I've probably put about 300 hours into this build now. And some of that's just staring at walls endlessly. But we, a lot of hours put into these. And I know I've seen you on every night too. So I know you put the grind and the work in as well. So I hope we both win. Really hope we both win. Needed to step back for a little bit. Yeah, this has been slightly obsessive, but my wife actually came in today. I finally got my wife to sit down and like I've been talking through the ideas and stuff, and she likes building and designing in games, but just not to this level of any kind. And I finally yesterday got her to like sit down with me and like run through it, and I was like, I need another pair of eyes. I need someone to tell me like what's working, what's not, what can I do, especially on this new build with this like new technique and stuff. And she was like, no, like I showed her the other builds in the build competition. It was a fun process. Like I even got her involved in the whole thing to just keep the ideas spinning because it feels never ending. The ideas just kept going and going and going. Just couldn't stop. I'm happy. I've used literally every square inch of this entire thing. I even had to rebuild a bunch of the ice and stuff myself as well. Like a lot of this cave is changed now. Wife did the same. And spell corrected me. Now she's organizing my warehouse. Nice. I would love for my wife to get into the actual build of this game. It would be so fun. But I think it's a little over her desires to build in games. She loves like Sims and more cozy games to build in. So it's a little over the top in terms of a building game. But man, it's been so fun. I'm so excited to finish this last room and just get to like stand back and submit this thing and just say, here it is. Here's the work. Here's my labor of love. Hope everybody loves it. Love to like see people's comments and see all the new ideas and what everyone thinks of it. It'd be really fun. Get a couple videos for the channel out of the whole thing as well, so it makes it all worth it. Even if I don't win, it would be devastating, but at the same time, like I'd get some really cool videos out of it that I'm working on mentally here too. So it'll all work out. Wish you the best of luck on it as well, man. I know how your build is freaking phenomenal. So I hope the devs see the creativity and the idea of water that you put into the build, because I think your take on water is like so unique that I think it warrants it warrants a spot in the top 5, I think, because the build is insane and you took like such a unique approach towards water that I don't think anyone else has really touched on. I have elements of it here a little bit in this one part of the build, but I think yours is like just the prop usage is what it was like. It inspires me every time I look at it. I'm like, that's not as good as Joe's furnace room, It's not as good as his like kitchen area. It's not as good as that detail he did on the boardwalks. It's not as good. It's not enough detail. His houses have more housing detail. I'm like, it pushed my detail level to a whole different level because I have not the mega build that I've been working on the other side of the world. In this world has like it doesn't even come close in detail. So I was like, I have to go to another level. But hopefully we all win. Me, you, Kilo, the sewers, and one other. I don't know how they choose though. There's just so many builds. It seems so difficult. I'm kind of glad I'm not. I've enjoyed being part of the builder side of this and not being a judge because this is a really difficult competition to judge. This is an insane update. Thank you. I'm really happy with it. I still have a ton of work to do in here. This is not even close. This room's not even close to done. It needs so much more detail, but it's all coming together. Really like the pirates. Oh, the ship. Yeah, I think that is probably my next one. I was like, I couldn't think of the other ones I was thinking of. That ship being built completely out of props is probably one of the craziest things I've ever seen. Yeah, I was like, that amount of detail to perfectly line them all up is so difficult. I know the pain of lining those things up and putting that kind of detail into a build. So I'm like, I feel like that Kilo, you, me, the ship, and the sewers are probably the top 5 in my mind. But I haven't looked through everything yet. I really liked the Mizu Garden one. That one's really cool. But I think like it hasn't quite. There's so many of them that are just like the water is just creeks and stuff, or it's a resort around water. And those things, and those ones, it's like it's really hard to stand out with that sort of concept where the water isn't the highlight. It's not what it's built around. It's just like kind of feels like part of the build, not the build. And so I'm like, as much as I love the Mizu Garden one, it's like it's so hard to stand out when the water is just creeks and stuff. I haven't checked out their like underwater cave system that they added, which I'm assuming is pretty cool because their detail is absolutely insane. Yeah, the roofs and building the walls out of like literally hand placing the walls and all that stuff. Like everything about that one is insane, but really hard to stand out compared to like the other builds that are more like, how do you beat a submarine when a water theme with a water theme build competition? Like it just screams water. It is water. Like there's nothing better than a submarine as a concept. Like it's just, it started with the right concept, and it's like, that's the hard part, is choosing between a really good build that has water and the really good builds that are water, if that makes sense. I don't know. It's been a crazy competition. I'm excited to see it. I'm going to try to get it done so Chisel can show this off live on stream so I can be there too. So funny, she was building that sub before they announced the competition. I know, the luck of her is so good, and she got to just like sit back the whole competition pretty much and just like enjoy it because she had so much done. I'm so jealous. I'd have loved to have this started and had a couple extra weeks, but the amount of time has been perfect, honestly. With the 2 extra weeks, like giving people this much time has been really, really nice. That's why I didn't compete in the last ones. I was like, there was not enough time. Like, I need way more time to come up with good builds and designs. I can't just, like, come up with that stuff on the spot and make it work in 2 weeks. I need a month plus to build really good things. And building in this game, like, these stairs took me, like, 8 hours. Because these are, like, perfectly lined up and mirrored. And same with these. Like, the internal stairs here, too. Like, these took hours to get these lined up, because you'd get all the way to the top, and then like it would line up here instead of here. And I was like, no, they have to line up in exactly the same spot on both sides, or it's not gonna work from my brain. Spent 2 weeks just on the monster head. Yeah, and I think that's what's like, with that much time, it allows you to build such cool things. That's why I'm like, the whole competition has been really well set up and done. The theme was perfect. The timing was perfect with just them adding water. They gave everyone a month or so almost to work and mess with water, and then they started a competition. So it's like everything they've done is like, the timing has worked out so well, and it feels like the best organized build competition that I've ever been a part of. Really made it an enjoyable process. And now we just get to sit back and hope we win. But, all right, it is almost 11 o'clock. Holy cow. Time flies. So I'm going to call it here. Appreciate everyone hanging out for the night. Appreciate everyone sticking with me while watching through some of that Enshrouded stuff and as well. I know it was a grounded stream that ended with Enshrouded, but really wanted to show off some of the work. It was a fun time. Have a good one. Sounds good, Pre-Dead. Appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out. See you later, Ducky. Mac as well. Alfredo. Joe, thanks for hanging out and chatting through the design with me. It was really fun. Love showing off stuff with people that get it, that have been putting in the work and understand the grind and stuff. It's always fun to show things off. I had so much fun seeing your base, so it was really fun. See you later, Sniper. We will be back tomorrow, 7 p.m. We'll be hopefully starting on the mega build. We got to get through some more of the story and stuff, and I need to collect more materials, but I'm hoping we can get started with a mega build here this week at least. So I will appreciate everyone hanging out. I will catch everybody tomorrow, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time with more Grounded. I hope everyone has a great rest of their night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Peace out.